But it is funny to go down like Main Street in Newark, like after when it's around summer.
Yeah.
You see all this shit just sitting out front.
I love it. I also love how quiet it is.
You're so old.
It's amazing.
You're so old.
No students. It's amazing. It's always been good when they fucking leave. Fuck those kids.
I feel like that's just like any place around any college everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this town's sick, but there's like so many kids here, and then when you leave, it's like, fuck, this is a really cool. It's like a cool town.
This
It's got
town
like
rules.
exactly what we need.
Nice
but then you
vibe.
think about it, and you're like, yeah, but it couldn't exist if there weren't like hundreds of thousands of kids here for all this time, because then all the businesses would go like out of business.
Well, kind of.
You still have those weird like
New-
townies.
Newark is
Newark's big.
full of townies.
Yeah.
It has a whole cottage industry of townies and like townie businesses. It would be fine without the chains would go away.
Yeah.
But like your margaritas, your rainbows, your
Yeah.
Switch is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
True.
But, and it's weird because then he's like, all the townies are the kids. Well, fucking Anthony was one of them.
Really?
He was
Big
a fucking Newark
big.
townie. And like I remember like him like, I bonded with that kid like decades ago, just getting in college like party fights. Me and him and a bunch of other people. And now it's like, some people are still doing that were doing it back then. I'm like, you guys are in your 40s now. Like, what the fuck? Get it together.
It's like you guys know about Party Steve in Philly.
Yes.
Infamous
Yeah.
party guy. He's just at every party ever. You just
Yeah.
see him there. He's
Just
like,
rolls in.
I think he's like almost 50 years old. At
Yeah.
this point,
Wow.
probably. Yeah. Legend.
I've never even heard of this guy.
Look him up, man.
Yeah. Like he would like just
He
he would
had a
just see
hotline, dude.
he would like see houses just people like a bunch of people in it, and he would just stroll in like it was like he was invited.
Well,
I mean,
what am I gonna do? Question him?
Yeah, I mean, he's like,
I'm here to party.
if you can get past that barrier, like as a person, it's like, I'm gonna be in there for at least an hour before someone's like, "Yo, man, fucking leave."
I
It's
feel
like, all right, I had a
feel
good
like
time.
a creep when I hit 25 and I was go to a college party. I'm like, I don't fucking belong here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely past that point.
Yeah. About when you hit 30s, when you start feeling like a total creep looking at ass on college streets, just like,
Oh yeah.
I gotta get it together. This is bad.
They're
This is
children.
Bad news bears, yes. And now at fucking however old I am, what 46?
Don't look at me.
I'm like, yeah. Now I'm like, I don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
If I do have to go through there like for work or something, I'm just like, fucking had the blinders on. I'm like, no.
No, they're children. Some of them are like 18 years
But
old.
I'm like, why isn't she wearing a jacket? It's freezing out. I'm like,
That's the switch.
mode.
When it's when you see the girls and you're like, that's what they're wearing nowadays.
Yes.
You're like, girls didn't look like that when I was in college, and it's
I
like,
did
yeah,
do
they
that.
did, dude.
I did do that recently.
They sure did.
It was when we had like
You also did.
Yeah.
when we had like the when like the real feel weather was like 2 degrees out and
Yeah.
shit. There was some girl wearing like a full parka, but like tights.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to wrap my head around how much sense that makes. I'm like, what? So only like your lower half is warm? Like how did like? I was like, I used to look at ass. Now I'm trying to figure out the logistics of how these girls dress. Like, aren't you cold?
Hose don't get cold.
A hoe never gets cold.
I'll never get cold. Oh fuck.
How am I gonna survive in my black tank top and giant jeans and beat up white sneakers?
Oh, as a fat dude, I used to
Dan
do
Smith.
that shit though. I used to rock out in like the fucking winter with like shorts on.
You were that
Yeah.
guy?
Oh yeah, and like
Yeah.
Timbs.
Shorts and
Fuck.
Tim's is crazy.
Oh, it's
yeah.
brutal. And like the thing is, like, I also wore like the long shorts, like the offensively long jorts.
Hey, you're wearing pants. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Like
kind
they're-
of pants.
So were you a juggalo or?
No, I was a hardcore kid, which is even more shameful. But I was just like wearing these like jorts that was seriously like an inch from being a capri pant.
Yeah.
Just like, oh,
I hate to break it to you, but I think they were capri pants.
they don't make capri pants with a 32-inch waist when you're that young.
They're
I'm not 32 now. This was back then when I was a little more svelte. I was like, yikes.
14.
Yeah, 12. God damn it. Welcome to the Irrelevant Illiterate Podcast. Mike is out doing Italy shit. We got the White brothers, Dan, and he says his name is Bubba.
What up?
Dude, that's a classic Bubba response.
Yeah,
Classic.
he's your
Bubba.
classic Bubba.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
And I'm so here for
He
it.
really
dude.
fucking, he really shows his name. So, postgrads. All of us had this idea when we were younger, hanging out with your dickhead friends. You're just like, oh, this would be a fucking great TV show. And then we're like, yo, we know so-and-so with a camera. And then it never went further than that. What got you guys, what started Postgrads? What made that go from an idea to being a thing?
Mental breakdown. Little,
Sick.
just like a little baby one.
They do leave some good shit.
No,
sometimes.
it
It
like
does make you want to make shit.
yeah,
For
but it's
real.
like you gotta have a little tough time. No, it was like objectively when it started, it was very much that where it
Yeah.
was like I started writing it during COVID when it was like we were just like locked in our house and I'm just playing Xbox with my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, dudes, I have a fucking sick idea for a TV show. It's like bros hanging out, and they're like, dude, yeah, that would rule.
And where were you at the time?
I was living in Chicago, working as an engineer, and yeah, I like did that, and then I think like just because I had a bunch of time and like slightly out of spite, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start writing it because my friends would just be like, yeah, dude, you're never gonna do anything with that. We know you're lazy.
So you wrote it out of spite.
Yeah, honestly, 'cause so that they
Show.
couldn't be like calling me lazy because they know I'm kind of just like a bullshitter. So I'm like, dude, yo, when my TV show's fucking famous, and they're like, yeah,
I
right.
said this like a week ago. Spite is stronger than any
really is.
emotion.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will do. I'm so stubborn. I will do so much out
Yeah.
of spite,
Yeah.
or so little.
Yeah, it was just like once the bit runs dry, where I'm like, yo, my TV show's gonna fire off, and they're
Yeah.
like, okay, how's it coming? I'm like, well, I wrote the first episode, bitch.
Here's the pilot.
Yeah, and then that remained for like a while.
You
And
just
then-
talked about it so much at every like function and family gather, and you'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm writing a TV
I was
show."
like, yeah, I'm just
And then eventually you had a whole season of episodes. You know,
Yeah.
So you had to like
Fucking idiot.
make it happen.
And you don't want to like a punk every time your one answer's like, so you still writing that television show? You're like, fuck you, Sheila, I'm writing.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare we've been in now because it was like, I mean, I was doing that, I was writing it, I was just like, yeah, this is pretty cool, but like, I'm not gonna do that. I was an engineer. I was like, I have a good job.
Yeah.
It sucks. I hate I hate it.
Yeah.
But like it's pretty easy and I like make good money, so I'm like, this is what life is. You go to a job, it's not that chill, and then you come home and like do whatever else, and it's like that's just what you're supposed to do. And then I was like, yeah, then a little bit of a breakdown where I'm like, oh, this really sucks and I don't think I should be doing this and I could probably do something cooler. And then that's when I was like, I want to move back to Philly, and Dan was like, you know, we could like shoot your show, and I'm like, no, we can't. He's like, yeah, people do that all the time, and I'm
Do
like,
it all
not
the time.
not
He
real.
didn't believe that it was like a thing that could happen. I'm like, I've been working in the film industry for 14 years. Like, we could make it happen. You know, like there are people who will help out and will make this a show. You know, it doesn't have to be just a dream in your scrapbook. You know?
Yeah.
It's
That
like,
fucking DIY shit.
And the
Yeah.
and the technology's
Get
there
shit
that like
done.
you can do like professional looking shit.
Especially now.
Yeah, with cheap equipment. Well,
Well,
not
we-
cheap equipment, but
Cheaper.
We weren't using cheap equipment. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had.
I saw your setup in that one video you sent.
We were using like two $80,000 cameras.
Jesus
Yeah.
Like
Christ.
not that I was paying for them, but
We
like,
got them for free.
We shout out
Fuck.
to everybody.
They were on the curb in
Yeah.
college.
Yeah, we actually found them at a Drexel. But
Some film major quits. You just get all this fucking cool shit.
giving up on their dreams and moving
Nice.
home. Yeah.
You should move home.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, we really were able to curate the best of the best. I think to bring on, and we're endlessly grateful for the contributions of the local film scene because people were just like, oh, I love working with you guys. Like, I want to help. How can I help? So it's like donating their time and their talent and also a lot of gear.
How did you find everybody? Were
Through-
they just friends, or did they actually like go?
It's
Just
just him.
people that
Straight
I work with,
networking?
you know, like
Okay.
like I've been working in like commercials and movies and television for
Oh no shit.
like since 2015.
Nice.
So like I think through my local reputation, I was able to be like I was talking it up, and in the last year Bubba started working too, so I got him on PA, like production assistant. So he's working with these people, and they're like, oh, I like this kid. It's Dan's brother, you know. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, well, we're doing this show, and they're like, oh, let me know, like I'll help out. So, we were able to get a really great group of people together.
Every time I've heard that, oh yeah, I'll help you out anywhere I can. It's always bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, these people actually meant it because I told a lot of people, I'm like, don't say that if you're not serious because I will be asking you for this
Yeah.
favor.
I
And,
I will be
love
calling.
giving people that caveat too,
Mhm.
Yeah,
because it
It's
really
fine.
weeds it out.
If you're not down, you're not down, and that, I
Back
get
out
it.
now before I fucking.
Yeah,
Ask
but
you for more.
I will
Yeah.
be asking for that favor. Like this is, I'm calling it in now.
Yeah.
So I think we made a good looking show.
No, I mean it was big. It was
Yeah.
like it was 95% probably just off of Dan's reputation. Where like, yeah, I worked a little bit and like I know some of the people, but then I'm like, hey, also want to come work for 3 days on this show. You're gonna barely get any money, and like you kind of know me, and they're like, but then Dan's like, hey, I've known you for 10 years or whatever, and they're like, okay, cool. So it was like,
And he's
I
like, also,
basically
there's
needed to-
pretzels. Like,
It's for real.
There was good catering. I
Yeah,
think,
we
you
had
know?
good food, and it was like, I don't know. I mean, I think it was something at least that like when we got everyone on board, they're like, well, that sounds like something that's fun. It's different that like you know, it's a show where like people are supposed to laugh. It's fun. It's just like a good watch. So they're like, all right, working on this will probably also be fun. So it's not as terrible as like we're gonna shoot some short film out in the wilderness in the middle of the winter and
It's
like
always
also
the
not
winter.
pay you.
Yeah.
Why is it always the
Or one of
winter?
those your mom's dying of cancer shows. Like, oh, this is sad.
Yeah.
And dark. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Well, I think the best part of what we do is that like since working in commercials, it's like you work on the soulless shit for Comcast or like pharmaceutical whatever. You make your bag doing that. But we all love to make art and like just help each other out with like projects. So like everybody's like itching to like get on something that's cool and fun. You know, like sure, like maybe it'll be half the day rate, maybe less than that. But like that's what makes it worth it. Is like
It's fun.
You do one for the real and one for the meal, as they say.
There was this might have been like an urban legend, but the dude who came up with the commercials for Taco Bell with the Chihuahua, the Yo Quiero Taco Bell ones. Apparently, he was a guy who was like a film student who was actually trying to write legit like dramatic movies, and he just had the same thing like doing commercials and stuff, and he was just on mushrooms. He came up with the Taco Bell dog, brought it in as a kind of a throwaway just to say, "Hey, I showed up today," and then like he comes in like to work like the following Monday, and they're like, "We fucking love it. We're going with it." And he's just like, "Oh shit."
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's how legends are made, you know.
Talking about a fucking full court shot.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're like on a fucking getting your Oscar and shit. Like, oh, how'd you get started? Well, one day I was high up on mushrooms. I saw this little dog. I was like, that dog's sick. Like, what if he was like selling tacos to you? And just fucking next thing you know.
I mean, your origins is having cracking some beers at the house after work and writing the show.
Yeah, most of the show has been written while I'm drunk, or like at least if it's like when I'd like try to write and then like. Especially just like you get in your head about it, and like especially I don't know. Anytime I write stuff, it's like I'll have an idea for like an episode just based off like this is a thing that happens in my life, and then it's like oh there's a funny moment, and then like well would have been funnier, and I'll like have like the joke, but then when I try to write, I'm like what do normal people say, in like the inner the inner part like you need to get to the joke. How do I just write like people having a normal conversation?
You had to have the transitions to the joke.
Yeah,
The
it's just like so. Then I would just be like in my head about it. So I would just like, all right, get a little drunk, and now I'm just like, and just trying to make myself giggle at the words. And like if I giggle enough, I'm like, all right, we're working, and we keep going.
I think you nailed it.
Well, my favorite part of the story is that you just learned how to write on your own completely. Like didn't go to film school or anything. Just like you were an engineer working at a steel mill, and you just learned how to write a television show through YouTube.
You just
And,
winged it.
Yeah.
You just like
rules.
You said I want to do this, so I'm gonna do it, and that's like my whole ethos in life is just figuring it out. And now you've done it too. You know?
Yeah, and I don't know if like, I'll always say I don't think I'm necessarily a good writer.
Yeah.
I don't think it's written well, but I'm like, how much does that matter as long as it's funny?
funny.
If it's like funny and it works well as a show. There's definitely some stuff in the script where I like send it to our actors and I'm like, grammatically, that's not correct, but you understand what I'm saying. So just, download that to your brain and then spit out something close. And as long as you say like the joke part, then I don't care.
And as it goes on, eventually it's just like a muscle. You'll start exercising it and you'll get better at it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I like looked back, I don't know, a couple months ago at like the very first draft of the pilot that I like sent to my friends when I was like, told you guys I'd do it. And it's the biggest piece of shit
It's just
ever.
like today I saw a boob.
Yeah, I didn't even have like the
That's
software to just like make it look like a clean written script. I was
Yeah.
just like doing it in like
Word.
Google Docs, like manually formatting it. It looked so bad.
All I would know is like you got to do spaces between each person's line. That's all I think I would be able to think of. Like their name, the line, and then like 5 spaces, then the next person and their line. Like,
The formatting's huge.
Yeah.
Like that's
I didn't even
a
know
mind
that.
fuck, you know?
Yeah,
Like the way it looks on a page with like the different like interior, nighttime, and like you have to actually set the scene on paper so you can visualize it like you're reading a book, like, you know?
yeah.
In my 20s, one of my things I always wanted to be was an actual writer, like novels and stuff. And I'm a huge comic book guy. So I heard that like you can submit writing packets to Marvel and DC Comics and all that shit. So I like called there's a number you used to have to call that they would send you the packet and you had to fill out these packets of like and you had to do writing samples. I was like, oh, so you just write like your story ideas? Like, no, they would have like mock up like pages, panels, characters with like the word bubbles. You would have to fill the word bubbles, the thought bubbles, all this other shit, and I was just like, nah, not that motivated.
You're just like, fuck, I kind of just had a funny idea for like a superhero.
I just thought it'd be sick if Superman punched this dude.
Yeah.
And like that thing was like that thick. I'm like, fuck me.
It's real.
Yeah. So that's just like, it's a daunting fucking task. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah, I still don't necessarily like writing. I mean, I hated writing like growing up.
Yeah.
And because like I feel like a part of it was just like, I don't know, in school you're like writing what like your teachers tell you to write about, and you're like writing about boring stuff. So like even when I moved back and I said we were making the show, I was like playing golf with my dad, and he was like, Bub, like since when are you a writer? It's like, you hated writing. You also weren't good at it. I'm like, yeah, but that was because I was writing about like a book that I didn't read, not like
or what I did for summer vacation. Yeah.
Like I always kind of thought like at most, you know, just like generic dudes where I was like, dude, I could be a great ideas guy. Like I have a great idea for this thing. Like this would be funny, and like you just never write it. And I'm like, okay, well, but like they don't hire ideas guys. I can't just like apply.
That's a fucking shame.
They should. They probably should.
People need ideas guys bad.
We'd get far in society if like every company just had an ideas guy to like shut down like the bad ideas that some like HR person or some like marketing person. It's like no one. You just need one just dude just like, chilling out, being like, dumb idea, no.
Yeah. Just like you're you're vice president of just spitballing, you know?
Yeah.
Like how many times like for this I have ideas for sketches and shit. And I'm like, that's a cool idea. And it's funny. I'm like, but then what do I do? Like I don't know how to write out the entire thing, lines of dialogue.
I'm the doer guy.
Yeah.
Like I can have tasks and I can do them all and do it well. I'm not yet.
I'm
He's
not
the
doer. I'm the idea guy.
Exactly.
So honestly, it works for the best that he and I hooked up like that. So
you need that tandem, because then you can just sit and be like, just write down everything while I just kind of like cook for a while, and like that's kind of where I feel like I was at. But I'm like, I'm never just gonna like walk into a room at HBO and just be like, all right, so here's Bubba, he's our ideas guy. You just transcribe and like we'll see if we get a TV show out of it. So I was like, I gotta have to like just do it.
I think for me it'd be easier to walk into like a room of people I don't know and give them an idea than it is to run an idea past my friends.
Yeah.
Like, guys, is this funny? Because either they're going to say no, even though they know it is funny, because to make me...
They're your worst critics.
Just to piss me off. Or they're going to say it's funny to make me feel good, and it's not. So I think it would be...
Friends aren't a good test of if it's good or not. They're going to hate on it, even if it's good.
Yeah. They're like, see, you're like, this is great. It's like, nah, you're fucking gay, dude. Like, shit.
It got me again.
I am.
Shit.
The plus side to that, though, is like, if I do something and then like my friends are like, holy shit, Bubba, like, this is actually like kind of impressive. I'm like, that means that they're like, wow, this is great, because like they are, they're dickheads. So if they're like, dude, this is not funny at all.
And you're like, I know, it's great, isn't it?
There is some, like, if they pass the smell test, then you know it's good.
Yeah.
That's been a fulfilling part of it, is like showing people clips and they're like, oh, this looks like a real TV show, and we're like,
it is.
I'm like,
it's going to be a real TV show.
Like, I've been saying this for a year and a half, and they're like, well, yeah, but we figured it wouldn't look like real.
It's like,
and
no,
I'm like,
we're making a real TV show.
Like fuzzy quality.
We're not shooting. Like, even the actors, like, some said to us, like, after day one, because, you know, we cast them all through, like, a website online, and, like, people showed up. Like, we did a table read, and it's just like, you're on a Zoom call with us. And it's like, all right, like, just two bros, you know? Like, what's this going to be like? They show up the first day, and they see big lights, big cameras, like, totally professional. One of the actors pulled me aside and said, like, hey, I'm, like, really impressed. Like, I didn't know what to think of this. Like, we all kind of just, like, rolled the dice and came out here. But, like, this is, like, high-end shit. And I'm like, we're not messing around.
If you watch, like, old...
I love being able to do that, too.
Yeah.
When you show up, like, they show up to your setup and like, oh, okay, it's real.
Okay.
And you're like, it is.
If you watch, like, old, like the docs of the making of, or, like, and it's, like, mostly old horror films, and you look at, like, the situations that these actors and actresses are walking into, it's like, why would you not turn and run? Because it looks like they're seriously, like, you're going to get murdered if you go into that room. You're like, no, we did like a 3-week shoot. Like, Jesus Christ.
I love behind the scenes from old music videos where the band is always like, they have big cameras and big lights, and like they have no idea like what goes into a production.
Yeah.
There's this one clip where it's like Bam Margera is like he's like the director of a hymn video, and he's looking through all the the notes of the crew, and he's like, what's a fucking dolly grip? We don't need him. Like, cut him. And it's like, yeah, you need a dolly
Yes, you
grip,
do.
bro. Like people don't understand like how many moving parts there are to make something like this. Like we had 20 people on set, maybe 25.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like
And that's
I
not
mean,
including actors and shit.
it was
Where's-
probably like cast and crew was like 25.
Yeah,
Generally, like
six
25 to
actors.
30 each day.
Yeah, 25 to 30 people every day.
One day, the second day, we shot in a bar at Blind Barber in Philly. Shout out Blind Barber, the homies.
Yeah.
But then like we had a million extras. Like we probably had like 50 or so people in the bar, and that was the thing where I had to like call all my friends out on the card, where they're always like, "Yo, can I be in your show? Let me be in your show." And I'm like, "Yeah, so Saturday I'm gonna need you guys to show up and stand in the background for like at least 4 hours." And they're like,
And don't fuck around.
"What?" And I'm like, "No, but you like I have to know that you're gonna be there. You have to stay this entire time. Like you have." And I was like, "You said you wanted to be in the show. This is your chance. The back of your head is gonna be in my show somewhere."
Everybody wants to be in the show
Like,
until you get the call sheet and it says 9 a.m.
And they're like, "What the?" And it didn't help that it was like we shot on Sunday and the NFL's on, and like my friends are there,
Damn.
and they like signed up. They were like, "Dude, it said the time slot was 10 to or like 9 to 1, and like it's
we got the game,
you know, and like
the
dude,
game's
the,
going
like the
on.
games are starting," and I was like, "Yeah, I know that, but like also we have to finish this shot before you're allowed to leave. So like maybe like." You can leave at like 3, and they're like, "Dude, we're gonna miss all the 1 p.m. games." And I'm like,
Oh,
the
man.
Eagles aren't even playing today. We're fine. Like,
And all of that just to maybe have, like you said, to have the back of your head in a
Yeah.
shot. Because if you can't fuck up continuity of like a
No,
scene and
exactly.
shit. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
having the back of the head is so important because like we need to make it look like a full bar. So we only had like 10 extras at the beginning of the day, and we had to shuffle them into this side of the room, and then all right, we're turning around, so shuffle them all on the other side
Yeah.
to make it look like it. But you know, it ended up working out.
That kind of studio magic shit always fucking blew my mind because there's you're familiar with the show The Wire.
Yeah,
You've heard of The Wire. The place when they used to have the cop funerals in The Wire, when they used to have like the
Irish
retiring
wake.
detective, like a detective that was retiring would be laid across like a pool table or a bar, and they'd send them off with shots and beers, and it was in this bar. The bar was this place called the Sidebar in Baltimore, which was like a very popular venue that I've been to 1,000
I
times.
think
But
it just closed.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's still open, but it's not
It's not a venue.
a venue.
being
Like it's
renovated
still
or
just, it's
something?
just
Oh,
a
it's
basic bar. Yeah.
Okay.
But like if you look at it in the show, it's a good sized bar. But if you've been there,
So
it's
small.
a fucking narrow
Yeah.
brick
It's
wall.
it's this twice.
Yeah.
So the fact that they made it look that fucking big, I was like, all right, that's pretty.
shoot on the right
impressive.
lenses,
Yeah.
you know, like
Mhm.
super wide angles.
Yeah.
It's like when you're like looking at houses online, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this room is huge, and
Yeah.
it's like you show up and it's like a little shoebox.
Fuck.
It's this.
Yeah. 800 square feet.
Yeah, literally.
We make this place look big.
$2,000.
Oh, it feels cozy.
Yeah.
This place rules, dude.
Yeah, but so were you guys have your hands on every part of the show, like the casting and everything?
Yeah.
Everything
Just
from the ground up. You know?
Literally had no idea. Like, casting was a big one where I was like, all right, like, pilot was good. And then I was like, all right, Dan, we're going to shoot it now. And I knew that he'd be able to, like, facilitate a crew. And then it's like, that part will be easy almost, like, shooting the show, which is crazy to say. But the in-between, I'm like, I don't know how to cast people.
Yeah,
I don't know, like,
terrified.
I literally was just, like, going on, like, Reddit, basically. I was just, like, Google. I'm just like, how do you do a casting call? What are casting websites? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, yeah, we put out a casting call on this one website. Like, we did one through Instagram, got, like, a little bit of people. Put it out on this website. We had, like, over 1,000 people, like, apply to be part of the show. And then I was like, dang, this is sick. Now I have to look through 1,000 people and decide who to, like, invite back. So then I was like, I don't know what to do about that. Then we pick a bunch of people. Then I'm like, now that I want them, you know, they got to submit a self-tape. Like, and I was like, what do you give an actor for like a self-tape? What do I ask them to do? Because a big thing was like I was trying to make it seem professional and not just seem like it's me and him just
Some
like
guy.
doing everything. Like I have an email account like for our show, and I would write everything in the third person. I'm like, yeah, the team like really loved you, and it's like it's just,
The team is just us.
dude.
South Philly.
The team is like legit just me at my computer being like, yeah, the team loved, like, we love you for the role, like we'd love to have you like record a self tape, like please get it back to the team. Or like,
You can't be like, yo, me and my brother think you're pretty chill. Do you want to put a tape in?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm trying to
Gotta
make it.
fake it till you make
I'm trying
it.
to make
true.
it, and like, yeah, and then so like I was just
We're conning people to believe in us because we know we're professional, but you gotta believe it.
No, now we call it manifest.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified. Like, just like everybody, if they were nice to me, I'd have to give them like something on the show because I'd just be like, I can't be like, hey, you kind of stink. You know, like that part would be.
It was tough. There were a couple. I mean, there were a couple where it was like that. Like that's just the person. But like, I mean, we had a bunch of good submissions for all of them. Where like there definitely were one or two where we're like, dude, I don't know, they're both great. I mean, the one of the roles, like both of them made it into the show where they were like basically the final two, and it was like we have to. But just like narrowing it down, it was so hard to be like, I don't know what makes one of them even like better from the other necessarily, because it's like I've never watched like a million of these tapes, and like a big thing of it ended up being just like, you know, the cast that we have is like really down for the show. Like that was a big thing where we're like, yo, you know, you're not really going to get paid very much. Like, this is the first thing we've ever made. Like, it might be a little touch and go on some things. Like, we feel, like, pretty confident about it. But, like, we want people that are, like, down with the idea and, like, want to be a part of it in the future. And not just
have a credit.
Yeah, I don't want them to just show up and be like, cool, I did this little thing. I can put that on my reel. And we're out. Because I'm like, you know, if we can do something with it, like, I want all of the people to be in the, you know, keep being in the show. Like I want the, you know, to like bring the crew on. So it was like that was a big part of it where like the cast that we have now, like everyone's super down for the show. They all really want, like they asked, they're like, all right, are we gonna film another one? And I'm like, well, we need money for that. But like I was like, yeah, I'd love to, but they are all like very much excited to like hopefully continue.
It's like baby steps, all right, come on.
Yeah. But everybody we picked had ended up with awesome chemistry, and like our one actor Ron, like he even like slept on an air mattress.
He slept
at
in my
Bubba's
house.
Like we were shooting at Bubba's house, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm cool with just like sleeping on an air mattress here, you know, like for the next day."
Yeah, fucking shout out Ron for being a fucking
shout out
real
Ron,
one.
he's a G. Everybody on set was a G. Like
everyone was so awesome. They're also just like really good. Like I was like, I didn't know how it would work out. Where like, because I'm also in the show and I've never acted before, so I'm like. Hopefully I don't like screw them up because I'm like I don't know what I'm doing, but then
writer, actor, and director.
But it also kind of helps that you know exactly what you want from the character.
Yeah.
So that will kind of give you a little leg up, even though you're inexperienced at acting.
And the character is also just
I just play Bubba. It's just
it's
just me, but like a little more.
This is a good way to start.
Idiot.
I guess.
So like, I figured. How hard could it be? It's like I'm not acting. I'm just like being me.
Yeah.
But just like
slightly
ham
dumber,
it up a little bit.
Yeah.
There definitely were times though where I kind of got pissed at myself, where like I would fuck up a line or like skip something, and then I'm like, I wrote the show. I know every single line in the show. How am I messing up my own line? But it's just like, you know, you get in the thick of it, and you're like thinking, you're trying not to like.
We're trying to like
think about your line because I don't want them to like look at me and be like, this guy is clearly just like waiting for.
You don't want like a putz in front of people that are actually taking like acting is their thing.
Yeah, exactly. And they've like done it before, and it's like, oh, we just showed up to this random production, like this guy's doing everything, and he doesn't know, he's never done it before, and he thinks he could just do all of these things at once, and like.
Yeah, we learned a lot. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we're still like, it's still.
Every step
you know,
of the process
we're all that now, you know, with like the editing and stuff, like learning about all of that. I've like started editing on my own just to be like putting out like YouTube videos and stuff, where I'm like, I don't know how to do this. We have to, you know, we're coloring the show where it's like, I don't know, like, yeah, it's like you just like making, you know, you take the footage and then like, you know, you apply different settings and whatever to like get like the visual look that you want, because it doesn't just like come out of the camera that way. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, basically, like, what I want that, like what we do with that.
When you're shooting on like cinema cameras, it like gives you a really flat image, so you have the most room to like work with everything. You basically like just get a flat like gray look, and then you have to like paint how you want it to look. So we're gonna spend like the next 2 days in coloring with like the studio from LA, and we're gonna be like sitting there on like Zoom, basically deciding like, you know, what the looks are and how it's gonna turn out.
That sounds tedious.
Yeah, it's gonna. We're just talking about it. We're like, yo, what are we? We're just gonna sit there for 9 hours on the computer.
Yes, dude. Making shit.
This is the art.
Making video shit is fucking hard as shit.
Yeah.
That's why I throw it on your lap. That's why I throw it on your lap.
Yeah, it's I agree. Now that I'm like doing it a little bit, I'm like, I put out like a 30-second teaser, and it like took me forever, and I was like, and then I was figuring out, I was like, all right, I have the footage. But then it's like, the audio seems really shit. Then I'm like trying to bring in our raw audio files. I drag one in. There's 6 tracks. I'm like, I don't know what all of these do. Like, can't there just be one? And like, yeah, cutting all that stuff and then like put the teaser out and that just wasn't colored. And I'm like, it doesn't look the best, but like
I won't do it anymore. I hire somebody.
Yeah, where it's just like
I get it.
Yeah.
He edits all our shit.
I do the editing.
Editing like ruins your life because it's like always like something's going wrong.
And you're looking at like the smallest. I mean, like now that like we've like going through the whole edit of the show, I've watched the edits like a million times, and then I'm like looking at everything so tediously. Where like the last like 1 or 2 rounds, I'd literally put in a comment, and then like underneath it for our editor, I'm like, I don't know if like I'm being an ass or not. Like, am I just being like looking at this too closely now, or is this like a good like thing to be noticing? And like because. Yeah, it's like the more I look at it, I'm just like, I don't know. Is anyone else gonna know that? Like, notice this like half of a second? Like,
there's a real artwork to, there's a real art to watching something frame by frame.
Yeah,
and you really understand the passage of time when a frame makes a difference.
Yo, yeah.
And you're
Shout out our editor, Dan Centrone, Delco.
Oh man, what a legend!
We got him in the project.
Yeah.
Good grab.
Yeah. He was
that dude rocks.
He was like my music video old head back in the day when I was in college. Like I like interned for Dan, and he was doing like Balance and Composure videos and like Wrong Answer and Daylight and shit and like and I just like hung out with him and we'd go shoot stuff and edit it and whatever and then I was like we're doing this. I'm like, Dan, do you know any like good editors? And he's like, send it to me.
Yeah, he does.
Let's fucking do it. He's the man.
He is the man.
So like super excited to have him on board.
Did you go to the Year of the Knife music video
Dude,
shoot?
I was gaffing that.
Oh yeah, you were so there.
Yeah.
He did that music video.
I was like, he was directing. We had this kid Matt Bastos shooting it, and I was gaffing it. So I was like flickering all the lights and like setting up the units and stuff in that cold barn.
It was so like it was said the fucking dead.
The one you were telling me about a couple of weeks ago.
The dead nuts of winter. It was so cold.
You're just seeing like the breath off of like Molly and everybody. Like I love that. That video is still like one of my favorites that I've like worked on. Honestly.
It does look really good. It
looks so good. But yeah, that was the proof.
The proof is all there.
Yeah.
I just found out what gaffing was. The whole time I thought it was the guy that held up that microphone that's on a big stick.
No, it's the boom.
Boom.
It's just called a boom guy?
Boom operator.
Yep.
Sound. That's also one of the fun, like with my friends just asking about like stuff in the show where like when I told them I'm PAing and they're like, Bubba at work, and they'd like send a picture of a boom guy and like they thought I was the boom guy and I'm like, I don't think you guys understand, like the guy that's the boom guy, he like makes a lot of money and is also like pretty high up on the list of people in the crew. Like I'm at the bottom. I'm like setting up folding tables. The boom guy is like super important. They're like, what? He just like stands there. I'm like, no, he also like mixes all the audio, does all the mics, like makes sure it looks good. And yes, he also happens to hold the
fucking... Do you know how hard it is to hold your arms like that?
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, it is crazy.
For several hours.
And sometimes it's like because they have to like extend it where it's like it's so like it's all the way over there and they're like counterbalanced and like.
And our boom guy had to be like booming like multiple people, so you're like on one person and the line changes. You have to, like just and not be in the lights.
Yeah.
You gotta stay out of the camera.
Yeah.
That's a technical.
Yeah, common misconception. Boom guys are actually like pretty high up and pretty sick, and it's not just a random person standing there.
Yeah,
it's like a great job.
Yeah.
Also.
All right, so what is a gaffer then, in your own words?
Honestly, I seriously thought it was either the boom guy or the guy that does the clapboard.
Nope.
The clacker.
Because I think I also don't know what I've always seen this in the credits of movies and TV shows. The best boy.
Yeah.
No idea what that is. And I always thought the dolly grip was just the guy that would push the dolly that had a camera on it.
That's
just
literally
like that.
it. Yeah.
That's why I figured that, but that's just context.
Dolly grip is literally your whole job is like operating the dolly, laying
to push
the
guy around.
Yeah, to push the guy around. Hard job.
I just got that by context clues, but all those other ones, I'm like, I only know gaff tape. That's all I fucking know. I don't know.
Stop killing gaffers.
Some right over there.
Gaff tape.
Yes.
You know Josh Dom?
Yeah. He's out in LA, right?
Yeah, When I first started doing video shit, he gave me one of the best anecdotes I've ever heard to this day. He said, video editing is a lot of watching YouTube videos and being pissed off.
Yeah. I'm stoked for him because I remember like before it was like around COVID or something. He was like, he reached out to me. He's like, I fucking hate my job. Like, can I like help? I think he helped out on some of that Year of the Knife video, and he's just like, he just like started learning all the shit on his own and like
Dude.
like shooting.
He makes shit happen.
Yeah, he's a doer.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Josh Don.
But he's an ideas guy too,
Yeah.
though.
I would hate to be so good at my job that when I saw other people's like movies, TV shows, music videos, or whatever, and just getting annoyed, not because of the content, like the music or whatever, but just like,
Fuck.
who's gaffing this fucking thing? I'd be like,
I can't watch movies anymore because I'm so like locked in and I'm just like.
You know too much.
I'm looking for mistakes. Or
I would have done this different.
I'm like,
than that.
so where is this light being motivated from? Like that's totally those shadows are all wrong. Like this coloring sucks. Like so I straight up like just don't watch movies.
And you're like, and your friends are like, dude, it's just fucking Harold and Kumar. Just fucking watch it. They're in Guantanamo Bay, dude. Like just watch it and
I just
enjoy
say
it.
fuck it, watch the Minions movie, dude.
True.
Beto.
Keep it simple.
Shout out to Pills and Overalls, dude.
Yeah.
That shit rules.
No, I've definitely had that a little bit before where it's like, I would have made a better joke, or like that was a dumb thing for them to say there, but like I do love, that's the only reason I'm doing this is like I fucking love watching TV so much. It's my favorite thing to do, where I'm like, I just want to also make something that someone sits on the couch for 8 hours and watches. So I'm like, I think no matter how far, even if I like kind of get in it with that stuff, I'm like, dude, I still just love it. And if I just turn that part of the brain off and be like, someone worked really hard to make this and I'm gonna laugh.
Was there a certain piece of like content, like whether it be just like a sketch or a TV show, that where you looked at it and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this?
I mean, it was like, I don't know. I feel like it was more like Entourage is my favorite show ever. And then me and all my friends would be like, dude, it'd be so sick if like we were Entourage, obviously, like every other guy. And I'm like, yeah, dude,
no
that would be sick.
has ever said that before.
But it's like, yeah, I think just like, you know, like I feel like just watching like the amount of TV that I watch where I'm like, I love this, and then it's like the feeling, I don't know, it's like the feeling I get where I'm like, man, that was a really cool episode of TV, and it's like someone just like made that, and it's like it'd be cool to make that for someone else. The thing that like I feel like kicked off like me writing it was just I was rewatching all of the other old like sitcoms during COVID, like Friends or like New Girl or like how like any of those shows.
New Girl, pretty funny.
Great
So funny.
Pretty funny.
And like my biggest issue with them was like everyone was already in their like late 20s when the show was starting, and I was like 22 living in Chicago. I just like did my taxes for the first time and was like, I drank a whole bottle of wine while doing my taxes, thought I committed tax fraud. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. It took me like 3 hours, and I was like, why are there no shows about what I'm doing right now? Like I'm 22, I have no idea. Like my only hobby is going to the bar. I don't like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't understand my job. Like I get paid to do this job and I don't know what it like. I barely know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This all is fucked. And I'm like, there's no show about us like in me and my friends. It's like, you're like workaholics, but they're all like in a way different world and experience, and they're like, they don't want to grow up, and they're like doing this job just like, you know, this very random kind of like
Whereas
dead
you're
end
actually
job.
Trying to grow up.
Yeah, it was like
you don't
we're
know
like
how.
trying to be adults to some degree, but still not be like complete adults. It was like I still want to have fun. I'm 22, whatever. Yeah. But like, you know, and just like we're trying to find that middle ground in life. And I was like, there's nothing like that. And I was like, I feel like people would watch that show because everyone like when you start that transition, it's just like the most confusing time ever. You go from college where you're like, I really didn't actually have any responsibilities. It's like I could not go like if I don't go
homework and laundry.
And even then it's like it's like barely. It's like class.
It's on a fucking schedule for you.
Yeah, and it's like you can just like skip class if you want. It's like you can't just like
sure you can pick the time of day it is, but are you really in control?
You kind of bop back home. Maybe mom will do your laundry for you sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's happy to see you.
Yeah.
You start working. It's like, what do you mean I can't just skip every Friday?
Yeah.
It's like I haven't done a Friday thing in 6 months. Now I gotta be here on like
Fuck,
this is ridiculous.
Why am I laying out this bent plate like that? Yeah. Should I hit the grocery store on the way home? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the best part about getting like your first like big boy job. It's like you go there and most places will train you and you know how to do your job and you're good at it, but then it comes to simple things like how do I balance a checkbook? How do I pay taxes and all that other shit? You're like, how.
Dude, taxes was a nightmare, and I did fuck up. I did fuck up my taxes when you and like.
Yeah, my first 3 or 4 years, I fucked up bad.
I'm still in like I got a thing from like the state of Illinois like recently. I've been like fighting them for a year because like they technically owe me money, and they're like, ooh, but it's too far gone, so like we're not gonna give it to you.
And they were limitations.
They were like you can go to court, and I'm like, dude, I might go to court in Illinois just over $2,000. They were like, yo, you didn't submit your taxes, and I was like, yeah, I did.
Spite.
And that I was in enough spite to just like fight them, where they're like, you didn't do this. I was like, yeah, I did.
Yes, I did. And here's
and
the
documentation. I showed them the thing. I found my bank statements from like 2021 where I'm like, here's where you took the money out. Never got that money back, and they're like, oh, we canceled your return. Like we sent you a letter in the mail. I'm like, I don't read the mail. No one reads the mail. You sent me one thing in the mail, and now you're telling me 3 years later I didn't do my taxes. Like,
wrong.
That's bullshit.
The mail slot is a direct.
It's direct trash.
Trash can.
No, like no one reads mail. Did you email? Did you call me? Did you email me? Like, what are we?
The IRS isn't trying to. Unless they're auditing.
So then when they did it, I was like, I proved the stuff over to them. They're like, all right, put your taxes back in. And I did that because they were trying to say that I owed them like $1,500, and I was like, no shot.
Nah, dog.
They do the thing, and they're like, yo, our bad. We actually owe you $2,000, and I was like, cool. Fill out the form so I can like obtain my $2,000. Next form that comes in, yeah, sorry, it's been more than 3 years. You can't get it. I'm like, I just got this letter from you last week. Where's the 3 years come
There's
from?
no date on that letter.
And then I think I waited another 6 months, and they're like, you can resubmit another claim and go to court, and I'm like, I might. I have so much time on my hands.
See you there.
I will drive all the way to Illinois, and I'll go to court in person just for the story.
I'll call Pond Lahaki, and we'll fucking take care of it.
Oh, dude, me and Pond could go crazy on the state of Illinois.
Get top dog on the game.
Dude, did you see John Morgan's in Wilmington now?
Yes.
Winnington is what it says.
That's terrible.
Goddamn right. I'm gonna get that embroidered on a hat at the farmer's market.
Florida. He's like not even like a
probably.
guy.
I think he's from everywhere. I think he's always been here in his.
It's funny you mentioned that you had
beginning and before
that
time.
you had like your W-2s from like 2021. I think it's one of the. Oh shit! It took me 5 years to learn of being an adult that you should save those things.
Yeah.
I don't want
to. No, I don't either. I have a folder in my computer where it's just like Tax Doc 21, Tax Doc 22.
Yeah, I had
finally
that
came in handy
as soon as,
though.
Like 2023 came around, I was just like trash.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, you got to go back for like, you got to keep those for years and years and years. I had to go buy a small filing cabinet. I was like, this adulting.
That's
shit
the paper
terrible.
ones.
Yeah.
I do have like one. It's just like the everything file. It's just like one accordion thing.
Yes.
And I'm just any document ever I put it. I can't find them once they're in there, but it's like I
there.
know that they're
W-2s,
there.
your birth certificate.
Oh yeah,
Social
dude.
Security card.
I haven't seen my birth certificate in 3 years.
Me, yeah, same. I actually, every once in a while, I ask my mom. I was like, "Do you have my high school diploma?" Because I keep thinking, like, did I graduate? I know I was there 5 years, but did I graduate? Did they eventually just like walk me out and say, "Don't bother coming back. You're fine"? Did I actually get a diploma? She's like, and she has it like in like a filing cabinet in the basement, and she has to like dig it out. She's like, "Look, here it is," and that holds me over for like 4 or 5 years, and then I'm like, "Are you sure that actually happened?" She's like, "I fucking showed it to you, stupid." It's like, God damn it, dude.
You know what I did with my original diploma?
What?
I threw it away.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, up the punks, bro.
Fuck paper.
And the joke was on me because when I went to join the union, I needed a copy of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, fuck.
Yeah.
So I had to go back to my high school and buy a copy of it.
That's bullshit.
It was like $25.
It's bullshit that you had to show high school diploma to do a trade.
Well, but also, can't you, like, you had to pay, can't you just be like, call the school and be like, can you tell these guys that I graduated? And they can just look and be like, yeah, no, he's good. Like, isn't that enough? Yeah. Do they really have a file?
A thumbs up from the principal.
You tell me that
also throw the
the union has a file of just every like high school diploma of all of their guys.
And then they find that one teacher that you were just a cock to the entire time. They're like, yo, Bubba, that guy. Nah, he didn't go. I don't know that fucking guy.
I don't know.
Fuck you,
I don't know that fucking guy.
Fuck that dickhead. Yeah.
Good luck with that job. Guess who's not working at Staples? That Smith asshole.
It's funny how stringent they get when they need their high school diplomas, but not so stringent when you need your welding certs. I passed my rigging course 2 years ago.
Look at you flexing, Dave.
Where's my card?
Keep in your pants, mister. My little union boy. So, is the plan just to put the show out on YouTube now, or just like what's the actual? Or are you going to shop it around?
The plan of attack is pretty much like release it on YouTube, try and build as much organic hype as possible.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Just like try and get people with money to see it and be like, oh, this is cool. Maybe like I could throw them some money. And,
Let's
like,
do that again.
Yeah. 'Cause, like,
yeah.
The whole rest of the season's written like so. As soon as we kind of like, well,
Most of it.
we
I got to get drunk a couple more times.
Darn.
but like once people like believe the vision,
There's a
you
line of
know,
dialogue.
I'll bang them out tonight.
we can get it moving and like get some more episodes out there. So we're just trying to get it in front of some people who either like work in the industry, like maybe are like producing other shows or like are on other. You know, we all have like connections of people who do television and shit. So it's like it just takes one person to like believe in like us and what we're doing.
And it sucks a little bit because it's like anyone being like, "Are you gonna shop it around?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'd love to." Do you guys know how to do that?
Yeah.
I don't have an agent. I don't have a manager. I can't just like call HBO and be like, "You guys want to watch my TV show?"
Us
Like
shopping it is like putting it on
shot,
YouTube and
exactly.
sending to the link to everybody we
Where it's
ever
like-
met.
I just told you I can't do my fucking taxes.
Yeah.
You want me to make my
Fucking-
TV show?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where-
Fuck you, yeah.
Writes email to talent@WMA.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, when I told my parents I was quitting my engineering job and I was moving back to make it, that was one of the things. My mom was like, "Why do you have to quit your job to make your show?" And I'm like,
You don't.
"Well, I know."
understand.
She's like, "They don't do this stuff in person anymore. Can't you just email it to someone?" I'm like, "Do you know the email address of Netflix?" Like, I was like, "I'd love to."
Netflix.
If that's an option, like I'd love to.
Info and
Hi, so my son has this show he's been working on.
Ayo, peep my shit, and here's the link right on
My
the internet.
team.
read my script.
Yeah.
The team would
Yeah,
love
the
to hear
team.
from you.
But yeah, I think like I don't know, I kind of just feel like with like the vibe of I don't know, the whole story of the show with like this being the first thing I've ever like made, like we've never like directed and like produced something together, and it was very much like kind of a grassroots thing coming off of like me objectively just kind of being like an everyday person. Like I didn't go to film school or like wasn't in any of those circles where like hopefully if we put that out on YouTube, that just kind of connects with like our audience. And then if we can garner up a little bit of hype around it, it's just like proof if we then are able to get it in the hands of like an actual production company or a streamer or something. It's like, hey, this is the proof that like people want this show, like this show, watch this show. It's not like me being in a room with like a PowerPoint being like, here's why people would like my show. It's like people already like it. And like, here's the proof. And
Proof
I
of
think that just like
concept, yeah.
helps our case with like, you know, getting them to take a shot on us
And
because
the whole goal was just to make like the best looking proof of concept possible. That's why we like dumped so many resources and money and time into like making this episode as perfect. Like we want it to be like, oh, this is exactly like something that we can vision being on TV. So when someone like watches it or it comes through their inbox, they're like, oh, they already know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We just need to give them money to do it again.
And no matter how good the content is, if like it's delivered and like it just looks like shit, you're like, I'm not gonna give this another 2 seconds of my fucking time.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to have someone get it and be like, oh, this is like half-assed, like shot on, you know, like Bobo ass
Fucking
shit.
iPhone.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then the people are like, oh, just but envision like, what if we had all this money? It's like, no, we're doing it right the first time.
And also we did it with not very much money. So it's like, imagine what we could do if we had money and like all this time. But
all things considered, it was still a shoestring budget, and we just owe it all to our crew for like, you know, helping out and believing in it.
my roommate, who was also my landlord, did voice many times where I'd be like talking about like the show or the budget or like the people we're hiring, where he'd be like, you don't have to spend all that. Like, why don't you just make it as like a YouTube video? And I'm like, yeah, but I only get
Don't
one.
understand.
I was like, you don't understand. He's like, why do you need a? I was like, why? He's like, why do you need a PA? And I'm like,
because.
Who do you think's gonna get lunch? And like, who do you think's gonna?
People need sandwiches.
He was like, they don't. Why do you need like the thing you do? Or it was like, you know, we got a script supervisor. And he's like, why do you need a? And I was like, because they pay attention to all. And he's like, can't you guys just pay attention to it? And it's like,
No.
I'm paying attention
We
to a
got
lot
so
of
many
shit
other
right
You need
now.
outside eyes on shit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That
where there's
too.
like, there's so much stuff where he'd just be like, I feel like you don't have to spend this much. I was like, I don't, but also we only get one shot at it, so it's like make it as good as you humanly can, and it's just like all it does is help your case versus like, make a kind of like little web series vibe of it, and it doesn't look like perfect. But then if we do that and someone likes it, their next step is going to be like, here's some more money, shoot us a real pilot and prove that you can do it. So I like in my head we're kind of just skipping the step where it's like we can already do it. Look, here's the proof.
Yeah.
We get more money. We can make the whole whole season.
Because just like the videos you've sent me and I've offered the stuff I've seen on your YouTube, is that it looks on par with a lot of the shit you do see on Netflix.
Yeah.
I might argue it even will look better than Netflix,
some. Yeah.
You know.
True, but yeah, I mean that's the hope. Like when the full pilot comes out, like people just go on YouTube, put it up on their TV, and they start watching it. They like, by the end of it, they're like they forget that they're watching just like a YouTube video that I posted, and like they just feel like, oh, I'm on Hulu or I'm on I'm watching a TV show that someone made.
Where's episode 2?
Yeah, and it's like if that kind of comes across to people, then it's like, okay, yeah,
it's like just like that with a lot of like the modern like sketch like pages on YouTube and stuff. Like, well, Gillian Keeves is a good example. Yeah, it's where you're looking at like the production quality. You're like, this is pretty on par with like a fucking SNL skit. Yeah. It's like, this is like, and it's just like dudes who like just paid for it all themselves as opposed to a network television show.
I mean, some of the guys who were working on their stuff also worked on our show. So it's like the Philly crew has been there for stuff like Gillian Keeves and Tires. We had some of those players like on our set. So it's like just proof that like we have a really strong film community here who believes in like independent media.
They can do good shit.
Yeah. That's a thing that I hope like can also come from it. Like when I was leaving Chicago, so many of my like friends were like, well, why don't you try and go to New York or like LA to do this? And I was like, well, first of all, I don't know anyone there. So like who do you want me to find? But I knew at least to some degree because I had Dan here in Philly. I'm like, I know that there's a production industry in Philly. Mm-hmm. I know that they do a bunch of good stuff. Like that's like the best place for me to go because also I have a connection. And then like once I start working on it more, I'm like, oh wow, all these people are like amazing at their jobs, like so good at their jobs, and you just like don't get thought of it as much because there's not as much stuff getting made as like New York and LA or whatever, where like it can just be another kind of thing on Philly's list of like, yeah, they have like really amazing people here that can make such good high quality stuff and like help get on the map a little more and be like that's a place where people can shoot.
I think a lot of people with like the money and the resources to do it, they'll roll into New York and be like, all right, just like pick whatever crew you want and you shoot something, but like you're not a part of that community. You're just kind of like an asshole blowing into town. And I was like, look, Bubba, he was like, how are we gonna do the shoot? I'm like, look, move home. I'll get you some jobs on set. People meet you. They'll get to know you. They'll like working with you. And then eventually when it comes time to be like, hey, do you want to help out with this thing? It's going to be a no-brainer, because that's the way we are here. Like, we all want to help each other either get jobs or make that thing,
It's the same thing as when you're in a band with a person who's like, why isn't my band huge?
What are you doing to make your band huge?
But they don't go to any shows.
Yeah, not at shows. You're not every band.
Nobody knows who you are, man.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
No one gives a shit. No one knows you.
And you can't go to a city and hang out by your van and expect people to like relate to anything. Yeah. If you're going there like saying, oh well, trying to meet people,
you can be online as much as you want, but if you don't, if people don't see you up in person, it doesn't fucking matter.
They're gonna forget about you instantly.
I said the only way we're gonna make this is if you're in it. And people know you and they believe in you. So that was like a huge part of it. When he moved home, I'm like, you got to just start working.
And also, like, I mean, when we waited, like I waited for a while, to even like at least like I was almost a full year before I went to Dan, where I was like, okay, it's time to start, because I was like, all right, I can move back and like you have that reputation, but I can't like come back and be like, all right, Dan, you're gonna produce my show. Just later, get a whole crew out of nowhere to be like, hey, do you guys want to do this favor? Like my brother that you've never heard of made this TV show we're gonna shoot, and they're like, but like who the fuck is that? Where it's like, I would feel wrong doing that, trying to like
it feels
ask people for favors when I'm like, but you don't really know me, I don't know you, we haven't like worked together or anything, we don't have a relationship, and like I would have felt bad just being like, hey, can you also do this for like really cheap? But like I swear it's gonna be cool and I swear it's gonna be fun, and like it's just that's just like not a cool thing to do.
And plus they've heard it before.
Yeah.
But also the first time you're in a room together, it's like it's awkward. Yeah. But then like if you've met them like 4 or 5 times, you're like, all right, now I can actually have a straight up conversation with this person.
Right.
But there's no awkwardness. There's no cobwebs you got to dust off your conversation skills. It's just like when we started this podcast, he asked me, he's like, yo, we should do this. I was like, yes, but I want to have sit down dinners and talk about this before we even think about recording.
Yeah, we did that probably like 4 times.
Yes.
You had to take him out to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was expensive.
He had to woo him.
It was really
You're
expensive.
He took me to Cafe Napoli. It was fantastic.
Never ordered the seafood tower, but
I had a grilled chicken Caesar. It
I've
was
always
delightful.
wanted to try a seafood tower.
that's
is a
legitimately
seafood tower?
that is legitimately my like I've made it threshold in life is like when I can go to a restaurant and I personally can order the seafood tower for the table and be like, yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
need
yo,
a seafood
It's like
tower
that's
for the table.
it's like when I can do
can't
that for the
see
first
my
time,
friend
I'm like,
across the table because the
Yes.
tower's too big.
Yeah, man.
Is it all
fuck,
shrimp?
dude. It's just a
Crab?
tower, and it's like
it's
it's
all of
all
it.
seafood. It's
Really?
the
Crab
whole
legs,
ocean,
oysters, scallops.
It's like-
yes.
and it's always at least $150.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like tiered plates. And
It's
shit.
like
like
three
one
tiers
plate's one thing. This plate's another
lemon
thing.
wedges, cocktail
Yeah.
sauce,
It is a fucking
tartar
dream.
sauce, all of it.
And we're not talking like when you go to Red Lobster when it's like all the fried shit on the menu on a basket on your table. It's like all kinds of expensive
You ever been to
shit.
Fogo de Chao?
Oh yeah.
So you know how the salad bar is like gorgeous and
Yeah.
colorful? It's
And
that.
nobody's eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
But on the table,
I
and
did.
it's
Are you
just for
fucking
you.
nuts?
Yeah. It's
I was-
it's
I
awesome.
wasn't eating the salad at Fogo de Chao.
I was taught
I
a
did.
valuable
I had
lesson
some.
by a Spanish dude that was sitting at the table next to us. We went for our Brent Lafferty went for his bachelor party. He wanted to go to
Senor.
Fogo, and like we were just getting anything that they were bringing to the table because they
Yeah.
bring like spits with meat, like
Right.
Oh, yeah.
all kinds of
That
animals.
card is
Never,
fucking green,
never turn
dog.
that card, Brett.
This Spanish dude was just like, "This is what you got to do," because we were eating like chicken and pork. He's like, "Avoid chicken,
Yeah.
avoid pork. What you want to do is get this shit you can't get, you can't make at home.
Yeah.
You can't afford to buy anywhere else. Like you want to get the lamb, you want to get the duck, and all that fancy shit. Because why are you going to fill up on chicken and pork chops when you can just fucking buy that at home?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, "All right, Obi-Wan, fuck yeah, dude."
I feel like I'm big on that with like a bunch of times with restaurants, just like in general, where it's like steak is always a thing where I'm like, if I'm getting a steak, it's got to be like a really nice steak that I
Yeah.
couldn't, because like to some degree I can just make a steak that's like, yeah, this is pretty
I
good.
can make a
It's a
good
steak. I can't make like a top tier one, but I can make like a good one. A lot of times, like I'll go to a restaurant and they have like some random fish. I'm like, ooh, branzino. Don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Give me it.
Get it.
Because I'm not gonna order a fucking brand. I ordered branzino one time in Miami, and it was the
Bad
coolest.
idea.
No, it was amazing.
Oh.
It was the best.
Okay.
It was the coolest
Always
thing.
order the thing that you've never seen.
I
before.
literally ordered it. We were at this place, and my friends were getting stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'll do the branzino, please. They walk away, and my friends are like, "Bud, what'd you get?" I'm like, branzino, and they're like, "Do you know?" I was like, "Never had it before. No idea."
Basically a fish on a plate, but with the scales still on it. And
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, no, it came out and it was like upside down and it was just like the skin, and I was trying to play off my bit where I'm like, dude, just
I've
another
had as many times.
just
They're
another
like,
great branzino, and I'm sitting there with like it was like an Asian place, so we had like chopsticks.
Yeah.
The waiter like saw me and like a minute over comes later and was like, "Oh, the chef was I was supposed to tell you like from the chef that you should flip it over first." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude, why didn't you tell me that?" Obviously, and like flips
I
the
was
fish
just
over
seeing
that up.
if you
I was just sitting there with the
Fucking-
scales, being like,
You're like,
"Fuck, dude, why did I order this
You just have
branzino?
it-
This looks terrible."
You have it in your hand, you're just chewing on the tail. Like, all right, I
You're like,
fucking
you're
have
like
this all the
sweating.
time.
Yeah,
I have this shit all the time.
yeah, dude. Sometimes
Branzino.
every once in a while the bit bites back and you just
Yeah.
you get fucked.
And you're eating scales.
Yeah, and you're eating scales, but I would have eaten that whole fish raw just if that guy didn't say anything. Like I would have ate every piece of that fish just to be like, dude, don't you
Hit it like a
guys
seal in
don't
the
you guys
bottom of
love a
the bag,
branzino? Eat the tail and everything.
Pull the fucking bones out.
Like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I'm picking my teeth at the end with the spine.
Oh god, damn, makes the xylophone noise before. Like,
Classic.
yes, dude.
You have questions for our guests?
I have. Not only do I have questions, but before that, I want to pitch to you an idea for another show if this one's a big success.
Love that.
All right. The story is of it's just regular city kid, blue collar, you know, but he loves skateboard. It's his favorite thing in the world. He's really fucking good at it, but he doesn't know how to get big. And he's like been submitting all these tapes to all of like the skate companies, like, you know, to get a sponsorship and stuff. But here's the thing: he's really good, but you know, even the best skaters fall. You know, it happens. It's just a thing. But the thing is, every time this guy falls, his neck explodes.
Ooh.
It eventually heals. You
Okay,
know,
yeah.
it's sewn up and it's fine.
Yeah, a little Deadpool
Yeah,
action. Just like
just like, but every time like he falls, even like he just falls to his knees, just goes like, boom, his neck just explodes and just blood everywhere. And I want to call it Gnarly Kirk. How hard would it be to get this greenlit?
I mean, I'm so in.
we probably got to get it off the ground soon.
Yeah. Well, it's still top.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I want to get in touch with Tyler Perry's people. You know, the house that Medea built. It was like, look, gnarly Kirk, dude. It's gonna be so good. He's just out there grinding every day. He's like, one day, Element's gonna call me.
Yeah.
What was like the guy who made like Toxic Avenger and shit?
Lloyd Kaufman.
Lloyd Kaufman, yeah.
There's like a trauma. Yeah, this is gonna be like a trauma thing.
Yeah.
I can see it just like
the most gratuitous thing. But then like the next time you see him skating, no scar, no bandage,
no, it's
nothing.
perfect.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
nothing's wrong. But
the most like gratuitous, obvious fake explosion and just like 18 pints of blood coming out of his body.
He hits a little rock and it's like
yes, he just lands like on his bottom and all of a sudden he starts.
And his like biggest thing is that like he wants to get big like the old school way and like refuses to download TikTok where he'd go viral as like the dude with the exploding neck. And they're like, we can't figure out how he keeps living.
Like,
but he's like, no, dude, I'm sending in tapes. Like I'm doing it the OG way. And like, exactly. Yeah. And he's like, fighting, modernity because he's like, if I want to be a big skater, I have to do it.
I want to do the same way Rodney Mullen and Christian Desoy and all those
you can't
guys
sell
did.
out.
Yeah,
he's got to gleam the cube.
Yeah, he definitely wants to gleam the fucking cube. He's like, I used to play a lot of Skate or Die on Nintendo when I was a kid, so I was like, this is what I got to do in my life. It's my passion. Yeah. But every time he falls,
he switch front side
to
Wallenberg, dude.
Yeah.
Instead of like fully flared where the ledges blow up, it's his fucking neck.
But yeah, so like.
Head stays attached. It's just you like explode and then like you see the spine.
And you see the loose flesh flaps that are way too big to actually be on his neck.
Yeah.
They're like a foot out.
He's
like
flapping in the wind.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck?
Oh my god.
And then like he just goes home and naps and then like the next time he goes out skates perfectly fine.
He recharges.
It still has stubble on it and everything. We have a recurring segment that this is how we find out how cool our fucking guests really are. This is some of the hardest questions you will ever be asked in your entire life.
Oh, no.
I gotta fucking hunt this down. This is 8 of the hardest questions you guys have ever been asked in your entire life, and I hope you're ready for it. This is gripping inquiries. Question number 1.
No need.
Question number 1. Ever get a Charlie horse?
Every day.
Yes.
Do you keep it in your Charlie barn?
No, I'm screaming at 2 a.m.
In this economy, you think I can afford a fucking barn?
True. Yo, why do fucking Charlie horses only happen while you're sleeping?
It's literally.
Yo, why is
this? Last summer, I started running, and I was doing it so wrong.
Yeah.
Mistake.
But I was waking up.
Dude, he's
like
Broad Street Run now. He's like he's leveling up of like the white male like primal. He's like I started running.
Years old, I gotta
he started running like 4 months ago. He's like, dude, I entered. He's like I entered in for a race. I'm like,
you're gonna start doing Ironmans and shit.
This summer, straight up, I have no clue what I was doing, but every night I would wake up in the most pain, and I feel like I was just like going through this like punishment kind of thing, like where I was like going like just having like a mental breakdown where I'm like I gotta run every day, I gotta ride my bike 40 miles, and I'm gonna have a terrible Charlie horse in the middle of the night, but I'm gonna get through it. I was just like pushing through it.
Pain and gain.
Every day I work on a ladder. Those are the days this is going to suck it around. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me.
Gotta eat like a whole bunch of bananas and shit.
The only time I ever wanted to run, because obviously I don't run, but the only time I ever wanted to run is because I saw all these pictures of dudes that ran those, like, the real deal marathons, who would be shitting themselves while they ran. And it would show them at the finish line, and they're, like, still looking fine, but they got the little shorts on and just dookie stains all over the inside of their thighs. I'm like, I want to be so sick at running that I don't even give a fuck when I come out with dookie streaks.
Yeah, it's powerful. That's the only time you can shit in public and be like, yeah, I did that.
And I
like, any other time you're like, oh no, and you're fucking sprinting away. You're like, I hope this isn't peeking through my pants.
Like, did he try to hold it, or is he just like, there's no point in trying to hold this?
Oh, I think they just blow.
Do you think the marathon runners are like secret diaper guys in their day to
They
day?
must be.
They're like, this is my like day. I can just be free.
They started marathoning just because they had a chronic public shit problem, and they're like, the only way I could get away with it is if I start running really fucking far.
And they're super secret about it. Like every time they sit down or something, you hear like a crinkle when they sit down. It's like, what's that crinkle? They're like, I don't no. It's cool.
Real quick, what's the furthest you ran so far?
8 miles.
8?
That was my max when before.
Sorry.
Did you learn about the nipple thing?
No.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah,
Wait, is it like chafe?
The chafe,
The
dude.
bleeding nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting the chafe.
Yeah, you gotta be
nipples,
careful.
Dude, it's bad.
You gotta tape those bad boys up.
Tape 'em up.
or
Yeah.
wear like a shirt with the right
Dude,
material.
I was just doing what the fuck ever.
Just run.
I was just running. I put my headphones
Dude.
in and I go, and people be like, "Dude, you're like psychotic." Like they'd look at my Strava and be like, "You're doing too much." I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, he started and was immediately just like, yeah, I don't know. I was like running 5, and then I was like, maybe I can just keep going. And I was like, dude, I can't run.
I was like, you know, like
I was like, I go to the gym and exercise. I'm like, I can't run.
You know when
what?
you're like pumping gas, like there's the kind of people who got to land on like an even number. Like that's me. So if like I was at like
Guilty.
if I was like
Yeah.
at a 5.5 mile, I'm like I gotta
I
get
gotta
to
get
6.
to 6.
And then I'll get to 6 and it'll be like 6.2. I'm like I gotta get to 7.
Man.
Like,
Not
sure,
me.
there's gasoline all over my hands, but I got to do an even $25.
Dude, wait till
Yeah.
he learns what a 5 or a 10, 5 and a 10K are.
I'm like dumping out gas on the street. Like I gotta get it.
Well, speaking of that, ever see those videos of people deadlifting when they piss themselves?
No.
Yep.
Can we pull some up? On the screen,
Well, we ain't got that kind of budget.
Yeah, Jamie, pull up a deadlift video.
There is.
I know what I'm doing when I
There's
get
these
home.
great videos, and honestly, it's mostly ladies, which makes it kind
Yeah.
of hot. They're getting like the squat position, and like they're right before they're ready to bring it up. They just unleash it.
Piss
Piss.
everywhere.
It is so sad.
I try to avoid all
It rips.
lifting videos on the internet
I
because
try to avoid lifting.
I just don't. I don't
Yeah.
want. I don't need to see them.
No.
Just be like telling me what to do. I'm like, I get it. You're jacked. It's easy for you to tell me to do
Yeah.
this workout. Guess what? It's hard for me to do the workout.
I got a bunch of friends that like they used to be fat like I am, and then they got into deadlifting and shit. And they're trying to like, oh, you gotta do this and this, and like, yeah, their arms and legs are jacked,
But they're still
but
fat.
they still have tits and a big
Yeah,
fat belly. I'm
those
like,
are the worst, dude. They go,
Yeah.
they show up to the gym in like pajamas. They don't look good,
Yeah.
but then they're lifting like the most amount of weight you've ever
Yeah.
seen. And every time I see them, I'm like, isn't the whole point of lifting to look good? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
it's just a
enjoy.
lift.
I've never been like, man, I'm really happy that I lifted such a heavy thing.
Yeah.
It's like I only do this so I don't look terrible with my shirt
I
off.
only think about it so I look every time I look down, I don't want to kill myself.
Yeah, and like they come home and they're like still kind of look like shit, and they're like, but I deadlifted 750. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, I still see your stomach hernia. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah.
Question number 3: ever scratch your nose and someone was like, "Ew, he's picking his nose," so you're like, "Nah, man, I was just scratching." They're like, "Nah."
Just pick it. I just pick it. Who cares?
I hit
the-
that
that's the correct
at age
answer.
40.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get to a point where you're like, I'm gonna pick my nose. I don't give a shit.
Everyone does it.
It took
Then it's just easier. I'm gonna get up and walk and get a tissue and like,
yeah.
like it just doesn't work.
It took a dude in traffic. We pulled up next to him. I was on my way to work one day, and this dude's just straight, like digging. And I look over, and I'm like, and he's just like, makes eye contact, keeps going. I'm just like, to be so free. You know, it's like, God damn it, like.
Everybody
Just
got
do it.
boogers, man.
I also I do very much have like a scientific theory about boogers. I think where like on most carpets generally, if you flick a booger, that carpet that booger is now gone.
Disappears.
It disintegrates.
I've said this
You
for
can-
years.
you- that you
I
flick-
never
if
thought I was
You
crazy.
flick that into the
It
carpet.
goes into a black hole.
You cannot tell me if someone's there and I flick it, they're gonna be able to find that on the
Never.
carpet. It just
Yeah.
it disappears,
Behind a
and
couch?
eventually you vacuum, and now they're all gone again.
That's
And
why
it's
I
like
buy booger
Yeah.
colored carpets.
you can flick, and you'll never be able to track where that booger goes after the flick, and it's just gone in the wind.
When I was
You're
a
good.
little kid, there
I
was
feel
a,
so vindicated.
when I was younger, you guys might remember there was a show called Ren and Stimpy,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
they had this thing they called boogers nose goblins, and this one guy had a certain table in the house, and underneath of it was just boogers.
Yeah.
And I was a little kid. I was like, I've been doing that. Like
That's
the
where you
back
get
of the
yeah.
couch.
That's why you gotta
just like
flick.
that. I'm just like,
Yep.
they
Roll.
stay there. I figured
Yeah.
like I thought they biodegraded in just like a couple months they'd be gone.
Yeah.
They disappear.
But Ren and Stimpy taught me different. I was just like, I fucking hate science.
Have to flick. If you
Yeah.
place, now you're disgusting. But if you
Yeah.
flick,
I
science.
really got to break the habit because I work outside with fucking animals.
Yeah.
The snot rocket.
Oh, the
Oh,
Farmer
yeah.
John's. Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
I think that's disgusting.
It's so
Oh,
it's so effective
but
though.
it's
It is
but
efficient.
it is the best feeling when you
It
get a
is.
clean one and it's
Yeah.
just straight out, nothing hanging.
Not your
You
You
mustache,
don't get it
nothing,
on
yeah.
you at all. It's like perfect placement.
if
One
I
of the
can-
best feelings.
If I can do both nostrils,
Yeah.
I can take over the world.
Yeah, that's
Pro
strong.
tip.
That nice.
Pro tip: I do it in the shower.
Now, are you guys
I
like
also do.
hawking loogies in public? Because I'm absolutely
Eh.
repulsed by that.
I spit a decent
Not so
amount.
I
much.
kind of like. I don't
Not so
have
much.
the need to spit like I did when I was younger.
Like,
Yeah.
I be out like walking around Philly and like people are just like, and like
Nah,
doing
definitely
all
not.
of that. It's like,
I used to think it was just smokers, but like no.
Maybe that's
I save something like that for like when I take the dog out.
Yeah. I'm never
I wouldn't
never
do that on
never
the street.
hawking. It's just you're just letting
like a
out.
thing
Like
with
you
people.
get something in your mouth,
Yeah.
boom.
It is though,
You can't load up though.
especially smokers.
Yeah, I don't really spit anymore. I do occasionally do the when you
like
find something in your tooth and you go
Yeah.
like that.
That doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah.
No.
But like the actual
Yeah.
doing all that. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you doing
Yeah, if
all
you're
performing
yeah.
and shit.
It also
I get it, dude.
It depends on how I feel.
Can't
and
charge
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Just like,
I just
going
gotta
super
Charge.
But I used to do it like at like a
Falcon Loogie.
like like middle school, high school, like that was like something like you were like fucking. spit
Yeah, it was
loogies,
cool.
dude,
If you
yeah.
could spit
'Cause it was
well,
cool.
you were the coolest
Yeah.
kid.
Just like get it clean out. It's not like dribbling on your chin.
Yeah.
Or
or
the
nothing,
kids
yeah.
you can do the.
you ever
Yeah,
Oh,
all
God.
of yeah. Guess what? All of those kids just chew. All of those kids
comes
just
out
That too.
They're in jail now.
every kid that could do that, they just chew tobacco now.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
really good at spitting.
That was the thing when I was in high school. Like it was weird because it
Like
wasn't like
Bootie from The Wire.
it wasn't like hillbilly kids. It was like the lacrosse and soccer teams, like the yuppies in our
Yup.
school, would just walk around with Coke bottles,
Didn't.
and like the bottom of it.
Yeah, you
was
leave a
just,
little bit so and you pretend to sit. Yeah, I had kids do that.
And you
Like,
just watch during classes. It gets.
yeah,
Oh,
I had a friend. He'd be
Christ.
like, he'd be cutting weight for wrestling, and he was like, "Well, this will help me spit more." And he'd just have an Arizona iced tea bottle, and he'd just be oop, and then spit down into it. He'd just do it all day during
Yeah.
class. And I was like, "Dude, you're gonna get in trouble. You can't do."
I also was like, dude, your dad's a dentist and your lips out like that. Like,
Your
what are you
teeth are
fucking
falling
doing
out.
with your
Gross.
life, dude? Question number 4. This is more of a personal thing on my end. I really like pooping. Does that mean I'm half gay?
No.
No.
I don't like it.
If you like wiping, that because coming out is never a problem. But like
Yeah.
now, if you like wiping a little too much, now you're getting around the area.
Yeah.
That could be a little more dangerous.
So how do you guys feel about bidet?
Straight as
I
fuck.
don't have one.
Don't mind if I.
Straight as
I don't
fuck.
have
Don't
one.
mind if I
Change your
badoo.
life.
Want
Change
one.
your life.
That's number 2
They're
on when
50
I get
they're-
paid.
they're
Even though they're very.
$55.
I feel like people will call you gay for
No,
that, but
they're
it's
very-
Like, I
yeah.
just have a clean asshole.
I
It feels
I
great.
owned this at work, and a
Yeah.
couple guys had my back. I was like, yeah, it's awesome.
It's-
There's definitely been early mornings, tired as fuck. You just get off the toilet. Don't bother wiping, get in the shower.
and you know
I've
what?
done that.
Very.
That's
That's
gross,
different
but I've done it.
story.
Sounds
Very
like you like
economical.
bidet.
Dump and
Yeah.
drop.
You don't have to buy, toilet paper. You're gonna save so
You-
much money.
a lot
Great for the
less.
environment.
Definitely buy toilet paper, but
Yeah, you got to dab
use
at
a
the end a
little
little bit.
less.
Yeah,
a
you
lot
use
less.
way less.
A bidet is $54. Just get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon's super cheap.
I do buy fancy toilet paper though. It's one of the few things I splurge on the high end shit with.
The
You won't
ultimate
have to splurge as much.
the ultimate argument is if you got poop on this table right now, would you wipe it up with a dry paper towel?
It's fair.
No.
I don't think so.
Fucking
Yeah.
Windex that shit.
This
Yeah.
is fair.
I like that argument.
Question number 5. I don't know how urban you guys are. Ever been caught lacking and it cost you your chain?
No.
No, never been
Damn
robbed.
right, dude. You guys
Yeah.
are fucking real ones, dude.
Someone tried to.
Ain't
rob me
never,
with a
ain't no
hammer
one gonna
before.
grab that
Real?
Percocet.
Yeah, it was in South Philly like a year or two ago. Somebody came at me with a hammer and was like, "Give me your fucking wallet."
Damn.
And then I just like went full psycho because I'm not like a type of guy to like carry a weapon.
Yeah.
But if someone's like coming at me, I'm gonna like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stance up.
Yeah.
And they were just like, they had the hammer and they were gonna whack me with it. And I just like kind of like got sturdy and I just yelled, I'm like, back the fuck off! And I had to act crazier than them.
Oh yeah.
And then they just kind of like,
It worked?
Like,
They
oh,
never.
wow.
it worked.
They never expect this. So they're
They
just
don't
like,
expect.
if I come with the hammer, it's gonna be easy. They're just gonna be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you out crazy them.
I had to out crazy him.
I've
Also,
had-
they're like, oh, dude, that's one of my. That's like one of my brothers. Hell yeah.
What is that? A 16-ounce hammer? Cute.
I've had,
Yeah.
I've had kind of the opposite. I've had like there was like a fight. It was like a group of people versus a group of people. It was outside of a show, and I was squaring up with this dude, and he pulls out a pipe wrench, and smacks me across the head, and it took me like 5 seconds to register the pain, but I was also trying to register like, did that really just happen to
Yeah.
me? And then he kind of just stared at me and left. And I was like, did I win? It's like it hurt like a motherfucker, but I didn't.
That
He's like, damn, he took
Yeah.
that.
That is so much harder to swing than you think it is.
It is. It's
They're
heavy.
so heavy.
And also, why did he have that?
Why would you
Yeah,
carry
It's
that?
just like, oh yeah.
Well,
he
they
have
showed him knowing they were gonna fucking.
He's
jump
leaving the
him.
house. He's
Yeah.
like going to the show, and his wife's just like, babe, don't forget your wrench.
Almost forgot.
Well, also, maybe don't hit
Again.
the guy with a 1/4 inch of fat around his skull. Like, go for a skinny kid.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Jesus Christ.
That was targeting.
Number 6. Ever have a dog sniff your crotch, but like all judgmental? Like,
No.
his dog does that shit to me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
I
dude?
feel I get fear with that where I'm like, this dog could turn
yeah.
and it could bite.
Yeah,
If they get anywhere in there, I'm like,
I get it.
I'm on high alert now because I'm like, I do,
yeah.
dogs are awesome, but like at the end of the day, what if they snap?
Yeah.
Now I don't have a dick. That would suck.
I always look at it as like
I think
that
I'd kill
would be
myself.
the one time like I would like. I always like thought it'd be great if dogs talked, right? Because you know when you actually want to know if your dog loves you.
Yeah.
And corny shit like that. But I would hate to be like, the one time like Tom's dog was sniffing my crotch and he'd be like, shake more. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, dude.
I wish dogs could talk because my other brother, his dog Bear, loves to hump my leg.
Dude,
And
he's humps.
Bear is like 5-6 years old.
Dude,
at
I
this
think he's
point.
more.
And
He's
good
older
legs,
than
though.
that.
He's got some
I'm
good
like,
legs,
bro, like you know me.
Yeah.
Like, why are you still trying to hump me?
Yeah.
Like you're
Dominating
too old
Yeah,
at this
he's-
point to still be like.
he's
trying
still
to-
dominant.
You're forgetting the main point. You are now a runner. Your legs are sick.
I look
now,
too
Yeah,
good.
dude.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
He's not fucking a fatty. He's like, oh, this guy does marathons.
Yeah.
Look at the
Svelte.
gams on this guy.
True.
The hams.
Yeah,
Jesus
he's only
Christ.
humping the Mercedes.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not.
right.
He's not touching the Kia Soul.
Now,
I just want to know.
I want to touch on the last two questions focus on race. So if you don't want to get on that, fine. But could the movie Braveheart be offensive to those blue dickheads from Avatar?
Yeah, they're basically doing blueface.
I mean,
True. Our culture is not your costume.
Exactly.
dude,
You
I'm
have a
fucking.
simulation.
I'm so done with Avatar now.
Is there a new one?
Yeah, and I literally.
The first one sucked. And he's
I-
making like 19.
I heard I felt
my
so
God.
vindicated because I heard they were making like because he has like 5 of them planned.
I'm glad I don't.
They're
And,
in
like-
the can.
Like
Yeah.
here's the thing, like the first one was cool because it was like ahead of its time where it's like it looks so awesome.
Yeah,
And then he
16
waited it
years
forever
ago.
and I'm like and then the second one I'm like, well it doesn't look cooler like it other movies look really cool
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
so it's
just-
not as
it's just
impressive.
stagnant
Yeah.
now.
But like the story
Sucks.
is like really boring and
Yeah.
my friend was like, "No, dude, like
Oh,
it,
God.
they're all amazing." And I was like, "Oh, they're making a third one? What? They did fucking water last time? What are they going to do this time? Fucking fire?" It's about the fire tribe of Avatar where I'm like,
Call
what the
that
fuck,
shit.
dude? I'm like, they're just, where they're just doing the earth, wind, and they're doing the earth, wind, fire, and then they're like,
Oh, the elements. Don't
Yeah.
know that one.
wow, so original. Where I'm just like, I'm so out
the
on
best
it.
way I heard of like one of the first reviews I saw of the very first movie because I saw it and didn't like it and I was like, and I was stoked because I liked James Cameron at that point. I was like, this is the guy, man, Terminator and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Titanic?
I was like, fuck yeah, Titanic. Oh, Kate Winslet. Oh my god. But I was like, oh, this is sick. What's he got coming out? I was like, but somebody's like, yo, it's all style, zero substance. I'm like, yeah.
I think the whole Avatar pull was like, this is the most expensive movie ever made.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was like his whole
And it
selling
and it
point.
like
It
I feel
looked
like
awesome.
it did
Yeah.
like it was ahead of its time in terms of like the visual effects and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Like you
For
went and saw it in
2008.
IMAX, it was like crazy. But now everyone else is caught up where it's like
Now you could probably make
that
shit
draw doesn't work enough, and the story's like I don't know, it's just a world of blue people
Yeah.
and the government.
You could just AI that shit and have it use like half of fucking town's water.
Because
There
I
is
think
that
he
too.
writes them
That.
himself too.
Whatever.
And
dude.
it's just like,
Fucking blow me.
Dude, like you're James Cameron. You don't have like 3 or 4 fucking writers like on your that you can call. It's like, yo, touch this up
Make a
so it's
better
entertaining.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like throw a couple jokes in there.
Yeah.
Talk to Bubba, you know.
Question number 8. Since we were on the subject of cleanliness, do you wash your legs strictly to dispel the rumors about white people?
Honestly,
Yes.
when that came out,
Yeah.
that shocked me that other white people don't clean their leg.
Wait, what's
I
the-
go all the way down to my foot because I was just like my feet smell. I go leg, foot, and then it's like I found out that white people just let it drain down and they're like, I'm not bending
That's
over
crazy.
to shower my knee, and I'm like, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Guilty until I found out about that whole white people don't wash their legs thing.
Yeah.
Because I always like
That
old,
hurt me.
The old the thinking was, okay, you wash till about your dick and balls.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well, all the soap and shampoo was running off and going down my
That's
legs.
crazy.
Legs are
Yeah.
taken care
I
of.
never heard that.
No.
Yeah. No, you actually.
I feel like that was the thing.
there.
Was like washcloths was a thing too, where it's like
Yeah.
white people just like put the soap. They just
They
go
just-
with the soap.
washcloth.
Where I'm like,
Yeah, I always
no,
did
you gotta like you need
bar-
something to like scrub it in.
You always did bar soap to skin. That
I'm
was always
a loofah guy. That's
I'm a
lot-
big
Loofah's
loofah
good.
guy.
No, but
Yeah,
loofah's
that's a
good.
game
That's like
changer.
same
The
as like
You don't even need a lot of soap
washcloth
on
like
there.
that.
It's just like a little.
It exfoliates and everything.
I didn't actually start washing, say, below the knee until about, I'd say, 10 years ago. And, like, that's
Yeah.
fucking nuts. I'm like, but I found out about it from, like, it's one of those, like, old, like, what was it? The black comedy shows, that was it. Not Def Comedy Jam, the one that came after. They're like, yo, why people don't wash their legs, use washcloths? I'm like, I don't wash my legs. I don't use a washcloth. And like they were like talking about how like black people strictly will go and wash their feet. I'm like,
I wash my feet.
Yeah.
I wash the shit out of my
I think
feet.
that's why I was like, I've always been
I
the
might
legs
just
because I'm
make
like,
my
I
way
have to
down.
get all the way down to
Yeah.
the foot and like give a good scrub just because like my feet smell. So I'm like, I can't just leave those.
I started doing it because like I've always worked like labor jobs where you're always on your feet and you're like, my feet are actually calloused and just
That's why I
fucking
take
wounded.
great care of
So
my
now
feet.
like I started actually taking care of my feet. And I used to do like the foot baths or like the salts and stuff. I'm like, it's fucking night and day. I'm
Yeah,
like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I gotta get in. I gotta get into a little pumice stone and some.
Oh,
I got
fucking wonderful.
I gotta
Put
get
some
into
work
that.
in.
Just get the dead
So
skin off
good.
there. That's next. That's
I
next
started
in my
getting
evolution.
pedicures.
Oh,
Ooh,
My mom, because my
yeah.
mom
You
always
gotta
made fun
do
of
it.
me for having wounded feet, and she's like, "Look, next time I go to get my pedicure, I'm going to make you an appointment. Will you go?" I was like, "Yeah, all right. Well, how much is it?" She's like, "I'll pay for it." I was like,
Dude.
better.
It's like
Easy.
$40.
Yeah.
The first time I climbed into bed after having a pedicure, and your bare foot touches your leg, you're just like, "Ooh."
It feels like a
Hello.
stranger's
You
leg.
ever done the thing where it's like you put your feet in the fish tank and they eat all the dead skin off of it?
Haven't done that.
That freaks me
No,
out.
but I would.
I don't know if I don't know if I could
never,
get in
I've
with
never
that.
done it, but I've always been curious. You know.
I
Yeah.
thought that was only like a thing that happened in Japan or China.
No, they
It's-
have-
it's
they have them
around.
here.
It migrated.
It's around.
One day I'll make
Like,
it.
it's not that like I feel like I'm better than it. Just that the opportunity never presented
Yeah.
itself. If someone's like seriously like caught me on the side, she's like, "Yeah, you want to put your foot in this fish tank?"
Reddit
Not even
where-
telling me why I would be doing that. I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" I like
Where
some-
where them nibbling fish at?
Yo, when the fish suck on
Yeah.
your toes.
You know those ones that suck the muck off the side of the fish tank? It's like, can I get one of them on my toe?
I need 9 more.
About to start
Holy
acting up if I.
Yo, that fish better check.
Y'all got any of those fish to go?
I'm getting riled, dude. I'm getting riled.
Oh man.
Fuck, dude. See them lips on those things? Jesus Christ. God damn it. But yeah.
No, I don't fuck with fish.
Yeah,
Just,
not
just
really.
what was the fish that you ate?
Branzino.
Well, I'll eat a branzino, but if I saw a branzino in the wild, I would freak out. I know that fish can't eat me, but if I'm in the water and like a school just comes up, I'm like, what's gonna happen? Something bad. I can't do it.
I will never I will refuse to get in water that I can't see what's going on underneath me.
It's terrifying.
That's fair. There's too much down there. I don't trust
I
it.
went snorkeling one time in Mexico and I like hyperventilated. I had
Yeah.
a panic attack because like
I passed.
was up above and then I looked down. I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
There's so much.
Million colorful fish.
Yeah.
If you grew up in this area, you've never seen water that's clear.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice because it's like
I don't
out of
wanna
sight,
know
out of
if
mind.
they're-
I don't know. What's
Yeah.
that?
It's,
Maybe a
I just
shark
look down and
of
see
this
brown. Yeah.
Wait, is
Amazing
that the
background.
baby from Dinosaurs?
The baby.
You know it is.
I fucking love that.
Yo, we're big.
I'm the
dinosaur
baby.
heads,
Gotta
dude.
love
Oh, but
me.
I got a fucking. Oh, dude, your fucking texture gonna blow up.
Hell
tonight,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
Dude, that's honestly
fuck you.
Unless
That's like our favorite character of all time.
one of the greatest shows
Unless
ever.
Earl
all
Sinclair
water-
is a great fucking
goat,
television
absolute goat.
character. Absolutely.
Unless
Dude.
all water is like the Percy Quarry was,
Oh,
I don't want it.
That was a time. What a time.
We used to go to a reservoir around here, Hoops Reservoir, and that was just like the grossest water, but like it was like the swimming hole.
Yeah.
But just like everybody else was stoked to go there, I was always like, "Hey, what's under there?" Even
Yeah.
though it's all just rocks.
Yeah.
But like if you even throw in
Yeah.
seaweed, random
Ferguson
fish,
had
like
the
fuck
bluest
that.
water, man.
Dude, that was also the biggest cliff I've ever
When was the
jumped
last
off
time you
of.
were there?
2012.
I wonder if people
They
still
blew
go
up
there.
all that shit.
I don't know. It's gone now, right?
We our parents' house is literally like, what maybe like.
I never tapped into that.
Well, it's like 5 minutes.
I
Like
was too much of a
The
bitch.
bridge that you go up on is like 5 minutes from my
Yeah.
parents' house, so I'd
Mhm.
sneak out and go there all the time. That
Yeah.
was like,
I went there with Tyler Mullen and his boy Russ and this other kid, and we got tickets
yeah.
because the cops showed up like as we were walking down the
Oh, I
train.
thought you meant
Yeah.
you had to buy tickets to get in. I'm like, it's like an exclusive
We were,
joint?
No,
we were,
no,
we were
no.
walking on the train tracks to leave, and
Yeah.
they gave us tickets. Didn't pay that shit.
Yeah. Hell
Never
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I'll never go to Percy.
I was
again.
too-
That
I
was
was-
that was like my growing up was just like wandering around the train tracks, going to the quarry and shit.
That
like,
quarry
that
was
shit
something
awesome.
else, dude. I'm so glad I got to swim there
It's
once.
funny. Everybody was up there.
I was always terrified of those places because I hate heights.
I love
And it's always
it.
pretty much places where people are just jumping off high rocks. I'm
Yeah.
like,
72 feet.
Dude, all summer that was like me and Evan Zook.
Yep.
That was where we'd go.
that
He's a
swarthy-
Percy boy.
That swarthy piece of ass.
Yeah.
Also, film student guy.
Of course
Yeah,
he is.
sounds cool.
Yeah, he did. Ask him about it.
Bucks, right?
I don't remember.
All I talked to him about is Frasier.
Yeah, he loves Frasier.
Yeah, he does.
Mhm.
You want to do some homework?
Yeah. every week, Tom, Mike, and I assign each other a piece
Forgot
of
to take my
comedy
phone.
and a piece of music to report back on the following week. Last week we had on Greg Pollard from the Where It Went podcast and Eric Eason Witty and where is it? Eason brought us Juliana Hatfield's Only Everything record. Do you want to start, Tom, or do you want me to go?
I do want to start. That record was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Not sure what I was expecting when I hit play, but this wasn't it. Is it Riot Girl? Not exactly. I'd call it more like rock and girly pop or something like that.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. It's going to stay in my rotation for sure.
You should definitely check out the other albums. They're very, very good.
I didn't realize it was from 95.
Yeah, she came out or like started doing shit around like the Riot Girl era, but she was never like
Yeah, not that.
that aggressive
But it's
shit.
more pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, way more just kind of like radio-ish rock, but just really good.
You should listen to it on the drive
Oh,
home.
she-
I'll check that out.
fucking
Yeah, I
rules.
want that.
I pretty much just write. I really needed a palate cleanser after the records Greg brought to us.
Yes.
10 out of 10. I love Juliana Hatfield. It's like one of those records you listen to and you're just like you just fall in love with it. It's so fucking good.
It was perfect.
Yeah. Greg,
God damn it.
as I kind of did a spoiler for you, all right?
It's the fucking...
That thing?
appearance.
Greg brought us the record by a band called True Iron Will. The record's called Spirit of Steel. I just wrote, I used all my true iron will to get through this god-awful record. Does this drummer know what a fucking roll is? This fucking sucks. 0 out of 10. This is some of the worst black metal I've ever heard in my entire
I
life.
hate black metal.
So do I.
Sucks.
But this is, like, offensively bad.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was like... It's black metal with actual dynamics. I'm liking the trend also of I'm seeing people doing this genre in a contemporary way and not just like defaulting to boring, dreary shit.
There's actual
Yeah.
tone and stuff.
Yeah.
Like parts.
They
Not
got
just-
riffs.
And they
Not just
change.
treble.
Parts
Black
change.
metal's got no riffs.
2 in a
Say
song if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art wise, even the guitar player, like just artwork wise, even the guitar player himself, they're kind of on a Molly Hatchet type shit.
Okay.
Ripping solos.
It was kind of,
It's not too long, but that said, it didn't really grab me and keep me hooked. 5.
Yeah. He also gave us, I can't pronounce his words,
Zacritus.
The Grand
Zacridius.
The Grand Heresy, 7,000 points for playing orc metal with an audible bass,
Yep.
but minus 7,000 points for everything else. Then plus 2 points for a song about naked swords, so 2 out of 10.
I thought it was sick. Black metal with production is also a huge plus.
Yeah.
Little Power Rangers guitar going on. I hear the battle metal influence big time. Awesome. 8 out of 10. Definitely going to keep listening to it. Bass player gets extra credit.
Yeah. I was like, damn, this... Because most black metal, you don't hear bass at all.
No, it's all
And
treble.
this was like in the fucking forefront, and he wasn't just playing what the guitar players were playing.
He said this was a one-man project.
He
too.
was like, like doing bass walks and shit. I'm like,
yeah.
what the
He
fuck?
showed
This is
off.
nuts.
He showed his ass,
Yeah.
dude.
But,
it was good.
And Mike brought us Piss Me
Pissed
Off,
me off.
Debt with the World. Some good raw punk rock shit, isn't it? Perfect recording for the style as well. Would like to know more about this band and hear some other shit by them. 7 out of 10. I don't know
have no
shit about
idea.
them.
I gave it a 7.5. Actually.
Yeah, I liked it.
I got to 3 times played before I cared to turn it off. They hit the accelerator right away and didn't let off once, even a couple ripping solos. It was really good the entire time, and I really enjoyed my time with it. 7.5.
Yeah, it was good. Short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah, I listened to it 3
Didn't
times.
stick
in a
around
row.
too long. You brought the comedy special Ronan Hirschberg's Morbidly Jewish.
Yeah.
Look, the dude's fucking hilarious. The special, hilarious. But he seems like he's probably a tough hang.
Dude, he is probably the toughest hang.
Like, every awful stereotype you've ever heard about Jewish people in your entire life, Ronan Hirschberg is it. But the thing is like, he's loud and just like, but he's so fucking funny and the
He's
jokes
so
are so
funny.
well crafted. Just like, God damn, this guy's really fucking good.
He's such a film critic guy,
Oh,
too.
he has this podcast that's called Your Favorite Movie Sucks, where he brings on other comedians, they tell him his favorite movie, and then he will tell them why their favorite movie sucks.
Worst kind of person.
Spoiler alert, he never thinks it sucks.
Worst kind of
Yeah.
person.
But, which is shocking, because
And
most
yes.
super film buffs are like, they don't actually like any movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's never recommended also as like a film guy. He's never recommended a movie that I've been like, I'll check that out.
Yeah.
He always recommends the dumbest
It's
shit.
like, oh yeah, it's like this is this great film and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, but it's so boring.
Yeah. Only
Yeah.
5 people have actually seen it.
Yeah.
You can't actually purchase it. Yeah.
People
It's
like
all
to
right.
assume that I'm a film guy,
Yeah.
but I love to say I'm just a film enjoyer. Like
Yeah.
I like it in movies is
Yeah,
what I say.
yeah.
It's like
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
have any
Yeah.
thoughts about this movie.
Yeah.
It's either I liked it, I was able to like leave my house for 2 hours.
Yes.
It's in the
Dude,
theater.
I've been on a kick
I
of
don't-
going
I
to
don't-
the movies
Dude,
lately.
going to
Yeah.
the rocks.
I missed it.
I do it all
Especially
the
if
time.
you can rip like I like the like midweek at like
Yep.
at 2 p.m. and it's like it's just me kind of vibing in there.
First showing on a Sunday.
Oh yeah.
It's a great way to get out and just like be with yourself, and then like you just get to dissociate for a little bit. So I try not to pick apart
Dude.
movies if I'm going
Yeah.
to watch it. It's like I liked it.
I saw that new Dracula at 11:30 in the morning, and there was like 3 people there. It was
Well,
awesome.
I
I
used to
tried
love
watching
amazing.
that. I couldn't make it through it.
What, Nosferatu?
It was-
Not Nosferatu.
It
new
wasn't.
Dragged a little bit.
It was. Yeah. It was a bit long.
Yeah.
I used to love it. We used to. The local theater has like it's kind of like a seniors day, but it's for everybody. It was like every Tuesday. Movie tickets were like $5, and my boy worked at a theater, so like a bunch of us that just didn't have work that day would go post up from about, I think the first showing of any movie was like 10:30 in the morning, and we would
Matinee.
stay till about like 7 and watch like 4 movies
Yeah.
for like $5. And like the guy, our friend worked there, so you could just go from this theater to that theater to that one to that one, and you would just like stock up and watch them. And you watch anything that was there just because it was there.
Yeah.
And you saw a lot of turds, but sometimes you've lucked into cool shit like Undercover Brother. You
Well,
know?
the only time I've ever done a double feature was the only time I've walked out of a movie because
Really?
I already paid
Never
for
walked
one.
out of a
I already
movie.
paid for one ticket, so I saw Parasite, and then I was already
Never
in the
saw
theater.
that.
That was a good movie.
The
It was
Korean
good.
movie?
It's
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah.
But then I caught the first Sonic movie.
With
And
Jim, isn't Jim Carrey in that?
Yeah, I made it about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I
and the
was
guy
like,
who
this
played
is-
Cyclops, right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is bad, dude.
I remember everybody getting mad because Sonic had teeth.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't.
what a cool thing to get mad about.
now you
How's
gave
he
me.
supposed to eat without teeth?
Right?
You know?
Just gum and shit? You can only have milkshakes? Well,
He's too-
actually, sick.
He's too fast to eat.
Too fast, he just gulps
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah, dude.
So you gave me Tom Takar's cracked comedy special, We Owe Gay Guys.
Yeah.
He's so funny and doesn't get any credit, I feel. It's probably because he's locked into L.A. Turn your head and cough. Why? So you can fuck my wife while I look the other way? What did he say? I've heard...
Can't read your notes?
Oh, I've heard the moved in with ex's t-shirt jokes on something else. Like he moved in with his ex.
Yeah.
And he wore his her ex's
Yeah.
t-shirts. He's like, oh, free shit.
Yeah.
Yards in Indiana, they all had stepdads in them with guns to their head like, hey, Steve, Pacers lost? Ah. I gave it a 6, though. It was
Yeah.
okay. Like, I've seen some of the shit already, so.
Yeah. But, yeah, I love
That
Tom.
dude's so funny.
He is. He's so fucking weird.
He gets no shine at all.
It's because he started most of his comedy career. He was in the fucking Midwest, and not like, like Chicago has a good comedy scene, but he was in like Indiana.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not. No, Indiana is known for nothing but like what, corn.
Gary, Indiana
Hoosiers.
is known for.
That's why it's steel. I worked in Indiana.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. It's like juggalos and weirdly rural places. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Before we get into your recommendations, is demonstrate.
Oh yeah.
Anything happening? Like you guys just played Monday?
Yeah, we played Monday.
Nice
so,
Bob show.
Yeah, it was shout out Bob.
Bob.
We had that show Monday. We got a new 7-inch coming out
Nice.
on Designated Moshers Unit record label
Tight name.
out of Atlanta.
Huh.
So we actually just got the test press for that. So keep an eye out.
Sick.
We don't have any social media, but if you need to know anything, you hit me up about it.
That's what when I hit up Anthony to get a hold of you, I was like, does he have like does the band have social or anything like that? He's like, nah. I was like, so it's like an Ask a Punk thing? He's like, basically. I'm like,
Yeah, kind of.
nice,
You
dude.
just gotta like
That's
know
real.
who's in the band and like where
Yeah.
to find it.
Knowers
or,
know.
Yeah,
Like, just-
I kind of like that.
Just
Yeah.
about the music.
I kind of love that, dude.
Yeah.
When in doubt, just ask Evan Zook.
Yeah,
He'll know.
He always knows.
He'll point you in the right direction.
true.
Yeah.
Like you can just hit it like you're like, yo, I need something to listen to. He's like, here's a laundry list. Like, go for it. Is there been any records you've been listening to lately that have been fucking? You should think I should be
Yeah, you got like 1 or 2.
Like Nothing new. I listen.
It doesn't have to be
Doesn't have
new.
to be
Genre doesn't matter. Year doesn't matter.
I listen to Belle and Sebastian like every day.
Nice.
You ever
Dude.
listen like if you're feeling sinister?
That's so good.
Yeah.
We
best
talked about it with
records of all
Krim.
Yeah, because his band, he named his band
You
after.
know Sinister Feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
named
where they
it
got
after
their
him.
name.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
put
yeah.
that together.
He's a big Belle and
Love Sean
Sebastian
Krim. I
guy.
gotta talk to him about that. Yeah, I love finding out other people are heads. You know.
Mhm.
Because I remember I asked him about that. I was like, so, what's your favorite Belle and Sebastian record? He was like, you got the reference?
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I've seen them like 3 or 4 times now, and the last time I went, they do this thing where they're like, "Who wants to like come on stage and dance?" You know, like
Yeah.
we need dancers. And I was like up at the front, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go up. And then I was at Union Transfer dancing on stage with them. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I don't care about anything else in the world.
I remember there was like a Jack Black movie where he works in a record store. What's it called?
Ah, fuck.
But like he's like they're like in a record store. John Cusack's
Is
in
it Envy? No.
And
Is
he's
it
like,
called?
High Fidelity?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I
that's
didn't
the
realize
one.
Jack Black's in
Yeah.
that.
And he's like,
Yeah. That was
what
like
the-
a
and like listening to Belle and Sebastian over the speakers. He's like, what is this? He's like, it's a new Belle and Sebastian record. We're listening to it and enjoying. He's like, well, that sucks because it sucks ass. I'm like, even though I know it's a joke, I'm like, yo, fuck you, man. Belle and Sebastian's the shit, dude. What's wrong with you?
Dude, so I'd be listening to that like every day, but also I just listen to like death metal and like gore.
Nice.
Yeah,
shit.
straight
Like,
up same.
Like it's like the two sides. It's like I'm
Yeah.
either listening
Yes.
to the indie like
Dude.
90s indie pop or like fucking like Devourment
That's-
or
yeah.
like Defeated Sanity.
You
like,
want
I'm-
super gross and
Yeah.
then super sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you want that palate cleanse.
and then in the middle is like I'm listening to like hyper pop, you know.
I've been
I
on a
don't listen
flu
to hardcore. I just listen to that shit.
for
honestly.
same
Honestly,
for a
it
few,
makes
for a
better
few-
hardcore when you don't actually listen to
Yeah,
hardcore.
I
Yeah.
like showing up and playing and like making people mosh, you
Yeah.
know, like
Dude, yeah. For a few days I've been on a fluids kick.
yeah,
Fluids is good.
good shit.
I've been on a mortician kick lately.
Always hits.
Yeah.
You been listening to anything, Bub?
My music recommendation's probably not great.
Yeah,
No, I have been.
okay.
I have been on a big. I don't know. Probably the last like year or two, I've been on a big like Midwest emo kick,
Love it.
where I was just like discovering bands that existed for forever.
Yeah. You got
Found out about Wonder Years like last year, and Dan's like, "Yeah, they're like they've been around forever," and I was like, "Oh, well, they rip."
They were huge at one point.
Yeah. So like them, Hot Mulligan, like I don't know, story so far. A lot of like the pop punk bands now.
Getting,
Have been
I get
pretty
in the
chill.
car with him and he's like listening to these pop.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
like,
it's just
what?
Hot
What
Mulligan.
happened?
Hot Mulligan
Yeah.
radio is just going
How did
crazy.
this happen? What's the
Um,
Hot Mulligan record? I'll listen to that.
I don't even know what the. I literally, I'm like at the point with music where I'm like, I just like one thing or one song, and I'm like, Spotify, give me the radio.
Just
And
go
Dan will be
listen
like,
to
you're
top
always listening to
songs.
this guys, and I'm like, dude, I hit the radio, and it's just like,
Yeah.
What is the top
it
what?
goes into that.
The top songs on Spotify.
Oh.
And it's really, I mean, for me, it's just that, or then when I'm at the gym, I only listen to like DJ live sets.
Yeah.
I did just introduce Dan to the Two Friends Big Booty mixes. That could be
pretty
something.
incredible,
Honestly,
I
you
gotta
should check
say.
out. Just look up
Two Friends.
Two Friends Big Booty Mix Volume 26. It's like something they've been around for a while that like we knew about them in college because it was like you put them on and then it's like you don't have to you pick
You said
songs for like an
Volume
hour.
1 through 26?
No, Volume
Volume
26
26
is the newest one
Oh.
and it's pretty good. And
I'm more of a Volume 4 guy.
yeah, well, dude, literally, I mean, in college we used to be like, dude, no, Volume 8's top tier, and they're like, dude, I don't know, I'm a Volume 5 guy, like, but it's just, I mean, it's just an hour of just like, it's like house music mashups,
Boom, boom,
and like
boom.
we were driving up to New York, and I played like 3 of them for Dan, and like every 5 minutes he'd be like, wait, they got that song in here?
Yeah, it's like, do you remember Girl Talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Vaguely.
Girl Talk, but like now, you know, mashups are back.
They're fire.
I like to hear like people talk like say like people argue about like their favorite Black Sabbath or it's like Black Sabbath 4 is a better record. Like nah, Big Booty Mix 3.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that's
It-
bullshit. They
the-
really
the
came into their
nuances.
own at
Yeah.
about 18.
Yeah.
Volume 18 is where they hit the mark, dude.
It gets the juices flowing.
I get it.
Probably worth noting, I did just start another band.
Nice.
We're gonna have a demo dropping soon. It's called Sword Path.
Oh, I saw the artwork for that.
Yeah,
It's very
got
cool.
some
It's very
It's got some Delaware heads in it.
Oh,
it's very
Washington.
EverQuest looking.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. It's gonna
There's
be
only
out.
like 5 guys in Delaware, and they're all named Tyler.
Yeah, honestly, they should all start a band.
Fucking
with
annoying.
Tylers.
The Tylers.
Yeah,
Somebody
It's
said that
fucking
before.
annoying.
That's so
Me,
true.
when we had Tyler Washington in,
Uh-huh.
because he had
He came
him.
on the pod?
Yeah,
Oh, hell
You got-
yeah.
Yeah,
him and
twice.
Mullen.
Tyler Norris.
You got fucking Tyler Norris.
He's in the band too.
Yeah,
Of course,
Jesus
he should
Christ.
be
Yeah.
best vocalist in hardcore.
What?
Period.
He's
That's
dope.
fucking Delaware. It's all the same 6 guys.
Yeah.
And the thing that sucks is 9 times out of 10, it's going to be good.
It's gonna be good. They know how to make a hit.
It's like, just make one thing that sucks, so we can say, okay, it's not rigged.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying. As a guy from Delaware who's only done one thing that's presentable. What do you got for me, Tom?
All right, I got. I have a short comedy special.
Okay.
And I have a great record.
Okay.
So the comedian is John Novosand.
Spell it, please.
Novo Sand.
Nice.
And it's the Nateland Presents.
Oh, those are nice, quick ones.
Yeah. It's like 13 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. I like those.
And the record is an artist called Yumi Zouma. I'll spell that too. It's
Yumi.
Yep, space Zouma. The record is called Present Tense.
It's like when a tent's really nearby you.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
It's like the other records we've been talking about. Like it's
Nice.
girly, like pop, like poppy. It's fucking awesome.
I like that.
I got 2 records for you.
Okay.
One is a band called Sick/Tired, just Sick/Tired, and the album's called Whiphand Paranoia.
Whiphand?
Whiphand Paranoia. And the next is a band called Pothead, Secrets of Potstejn Castle.
Wonder what that sounds
Sure.
like.
Now Potstejn is spelled weird. Potstejn.
Hold on. Start over.
Pothead
That's
is the band name. One word. Pothead. Secrets of Potstejn Castle.
Of pot. What is it? P-O-T?
Potstejn.
Oh, okay. Castle.
Going blind.
So they're high and they fucked up the I and the J.
Probably. That's why I like the thing. That's why I like the thing. So, we were gonna have the socials like tagged in all of our stuff here too.
Yeah.
But you wanted to just like shout out all the postgrad stuff. Like you wanted to like just give everybody the socials now while you're here.
Yeah, no, definitely check out Postgrads. It's just a fucking chill show about people in their early 20s trying to be adults. It's funny. Hopefully you laugh a little bit. Our Instagram and TikTok are both Postgrads the show, and then our YouTube is just Postgrads show.
Yeah.
All the icons are a little like orange icon, just says Postgrads in blue. Yeah, check us out. We got a bunch of stuff on our Instagram. We have a bunch of BTS from like the filming days and everything. We got a teaser up. We just put another video out like yesterday with like the cast and crew, a little like interview thing. Check out our YouTube, subscribe. We have some more stuff coming soon. A trailer should be coming relatively soon, and then the show's coming out soon.
March.
Early March. So like it'll be there.
So
Give it a watch.
So you're ready.
Yeah, subscribe so you know
when the episode
that it comes.
drops.
And
keep pumping some content.
yeah, and I don't know. Hopefully people just fucking think it's a cool show and
If you like it, hit us up.
would be
Make
want to
it.
watch another episode is basically.
Leave comments on all their YouTube stuff to help that go up the algorithm so people actually see this stuff. Guys, thanks for fucking joining us, dude. We
Yes.
appreciate
This
you
was a
coming
blast.
back.
Dude, this was fun. Yeah.
We'd love to have you back. That's it for us this week. We will see everybody next week. Tommy, hit that intro.
Hey,